Yeah, I only have 261 hours in Total War, I know. It's a shame. It's a shame I don't have the hours I have like I have in Empire, because Empire I got like about 818 hours, but hey, whatever. Alright. So, testing out more of the lethal mod. Really, I'm kind of happy with how things are turning out. Like, I don't think I'll change the battle system at all. The only thing that I like is on my mind now is the unit pricing. Because maybe halving the unit price was too much. But at the same time, it's like, well, I also felt that you didn't really build enough armies in the base game. All right, let's get this going. Well, that was the main reason there. But I could also see maybe late game it gets a little ridiculous. But I don't know. I just feel like you should have more armies in a strategy game. So since this is gonna take forever, let's have a new intro. Here, let's do this. There we go. Yeah. we'll just have this be the intro. Man, these guys have breach loaders. Oh, we're done loading. We're done loading. This is late game here when you get the breach loader units. You don't want to deal with that. There we go. You don't want to deal with breach loading units, man. Wow. You know, I assume too, like movies that take place in that era, it's really hard to do the scale. You know, so even though it only looks like there's like 10 people shooting 10 people, in reality, it would have been like thousands. All right, let's load my campaign. Satsuma, I believe that's the one, right? And that looks like the date. Ooh. Time to commence Total War. So, I own Rome 2. Depending on how the testing on this goes, I might incorporate some of the changes in Rome 2, specifically like maybe lessening the price of units so that we have more units on the map. But then I'd still have to go through AI changes too, so I just don't know if I want to go through all that work. I might play Rome just by itself. That's not true, I'm not going to play Rome by itself. I'm going to incorporate as much shit from Attila that I can put into Rome. Luckily, someone's already done that work for me, so I don't have to do it. Am I at war with this butthole? I am? Okay. Oh, the agent never left? Alright, well, let's repair this since I captured it. Alright, well, I don't need this field artillery school. Let's get rid of that. I don't need this cannon range. Let's get rid of that. You know, because all my military is going to be built here, speaking of which. Okay, we're building cannons. Alright, cool. That's my big fear, though, is halving the unit price. Like, will there be too many just, like, nothing but cannon armies? But then cannons take a long time to build. You have to build the specific building to get them and then upgrade that building. Like, they're not easy to come by. What is this? Silk weaving. Okay, so there's silk here? I don't see it. Is it this? Oh, well, either way, if it... Oh, maybe it's this. I don't know. Usually when you're presented with, like, one of these that, you know, needs silk or cotton, it's better to just go with that, but... And yeah, it makes more money, so yeah, we go with that. Why is this on fire? It always looks like something's on fire, but it's not. Alright, well this guy, Hirado, has basically taken over most of this island, so... The reason why I like to play is this, Civ, I guess. I don't know. Faction? Faction is probably a better word because they're all Japanese, so it's calling them a Civ is not correct. And calling them a race is also not correct because it's not a space game or a fantasy game where we have elves and dwarves. I mean, I don't think he wins this. Yeah, I don't even have to fight it.
Your orders, sir.
Get over here. So, no. Is nothing damaged? No repairs needed, okay. So, what I need to do here is I need to start getting a police force as occupational force. Here, let's look at my taxes. I'm very high, but everyone's just super happy. Now, this is kind of, you know, I never really look at this too much. I don't really play the trade game. I'm like, okay, trade, alright, get more items. More items means more money. Get over there. Need spies. Speaking of which. So I'm liking the way the AI is capturing the map. I'm liking that it's like, you see how like these guys are capturing all of this area, it's all red. Here, I'll make it bigger. Like these guys are capturing stuff and all that, so I like that. The AI is working the way I want it to work. Because what I don't want is for, you know, for the AI not to grab land, and then I end up conquering half the island, and then I'm just dealing with little fractions of nations and not like a big other nation. So that kind of helps. That will help with late game not being boring. Because ideally, the way the game should be is it should escalate. It should get bigger and crazier, and more armies should be made, and... Which, how are we doing here? Oh, we got some guy. Let's build... Let's start trying to get police forces to repel or make sure people aren't, like, unhappy. Is this guy ready to march? Oh, fuck yeah! Look at that! 6 cannons! Fully professional army. We got some time until winter, so he should be able to make it to Hygo. Alright, can I build spies? How many dudes? Nope. Alright, I got maximum geishas. Thought I had 2 geishas, though. Yeah, that's the next trick, is to get these guys off this island. Get a little small force of occupational force. Should be ready in 2 turns. Anything else I can build? No. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, but see, now I'm making way too much money, so I don't know. Maybe halving the unit price was a little crazy. Instead of like a minor brushstroke, it was like a big roller paint thing. But hey, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. That's really the only thing I'm iffy about. Maybe that would work for Empire Total War, because I always felt like you never had enough units in that. Maybe for this, maybe a smaller, like, maybe like an 80% instead of 50% unit price. He's just camping out there. Ah, then again, it might end up being exactly what I want. More armies, more battles. I don't know if that's... I would say that is more realistic, but just because it's like... what is he like? Well, he's got crap cannon. What's going on over here? Oh, he's got nothing over here. Maybe we can charm this army, stop it for a second. He could have that. What's up, ball busting babe? Or I could just keep her here to spy. I could have her try to kill this other geisha. Oh, she can't. She's not an assassin.
Ready for orders.
So yeah, I was gonna play Rome, but I also feel like when I play it, I'll mod it a little bit. You know, mainly AI mods and like bringing over shit that's in Attila that isn't in Rome. But there's one thing that I'm on the fence about, and that's my having the unit costs, right? So I feel like I need to play this more to see if like if that was a good idea. You know what I mean? Right now, it looks like I got a fuckload of money, so maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I might have to go and change that. Like, maybe it was a little too much. But I'll play it out a little bit, and then if... The good thing is, I think if I change that, it won't break my save game. It'll just, when I come back, I'll, like, you know, everything will cost more money. That's it. Or maybe keep the cost of the units the same, but their upkeep lower. Income is a bit off. I lowered the upkeep cost and the cost of units by half. So, the idea behind that was more armies, right? But that might have been too much of a change. But I gotta play with it more just to see. Alright, so we got that. Cottage industry. I guess inn? Yeah, inn. On the plus side, though, hey, at least the AI has built a full stack of assholes. Instead of just, like, you know, some measly tiny stacks. Either that or, like, you know... I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It could get crazy. We could have lots of armies. The math behind it was, in games like Empire and Napoleon, as well as this one, even when I had, like, a big, you know, when I had a sufficient amount of land, I still probably only had maybe 3 or 4 stacks of armies, like, full stacks, you know?
Your orders, my lord.
And I felt that wasn't enough. Like, I feel like it should be double that. Like, I should have 8 stacks of full armies.
Destination reached.
You know, because I like the idea of more generals, more armies, more battles. More ships, you know, more units to play with. But that also might mean, you know, the game wasn't really designed for that, but we'll see. You know, maybe it'll be just fine. Maybe everything I want to happen will happen. I didn't touch the building cost, though. Buildings still cost the same, and they still give the same bonuses. This only applies to the military, like the ships and the army. I don't even think it applies to agents. I think agents still cost the same. That might be something I may have to balance out, though. Then again, I kind of feel agents are a little on the OP side anyways. Okay, see, look, he's got another stack, right? So he's got 2 big stacks of armies. Not just one. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that the AI has, like, multiple armies to play with, and as such doesn't get confused. Like, when it only has, like, a minimal amount, it's really easy to fuck with it, right? Like, it's... When it has a lot, I think... And this goes with a lot of games. I find that when you give the AI more, they can perform a lot better. When you give them less, you know, they're not as good. Now, let's do the medical breakthrough. You know, like, Civilization's a good example. When you give the AI, like, 3 or 4 cities, it's not as good. But when you give the AI, like, 20 cities, or 15 cities, or 10 cities, it's actually extremely competent. Like, it's kind of impressive. So, my thing is, I guess, because when it has more, it can afford to make,
Without delay.
more mistakes, or it tends to be able to cover its weaknesses better. Like, did I build my cannons? Yes. So I gotta move these guys. I'm gonna move them over here. We're gonna meet up.
Sir, destination reached.
Gotta keep building these. They still cost a good amount of money, though. 785. And they still take 3 turns, so you can't just, like, spam cannons. What's their upkeep? 105? Yeah, I mean, normally they're way more expensive than that. They're like 1,400, but that's what I mean, though, is like... The whole idea of the unit cost being cheaper is that, like, we just build more units, you know, like, that would be the only thing that really changes. The game itself wouldn't change much, if at all. Alright, these guys are still healing, so I'll keep them there. And, like, I like that, and I might not do that with Rome, because Rome is, like, you know, pre-medieval. So they didn't have conscription, they didn't have a lot of units and shit, but at the same time I'm thinking like, well, fuck that. I still like the idea of multiple generals, multiple legions. More character, you know, like when you just have 1 or 2 generals, it's kind of like, oh, what's that? But when you have like 10 or so, then they kind of form their own personality depending on their armies, where they are, the battles they fought. Can I upgrade that? I am upgrading that, okay. I mean, look, the buildings are still absurdly expensive, like 12,000, 11,000, 4,000. So, I mean, you can spend the money. One thing I would like, if I could do, is train the AI not to build and upgrade their castles, but only in one place. And same thing with, like, you know what I do, where I build the barracks and the artillery only in one place so that, like, all the other shit just makes money. And then all my good units come out of here. But the AI doesn't do that. The AI kind of spaces its shit out. It doesn't specialize. And if it does, I have no idea how to change that. It's not in the general AI file.
Ready for orders.
So to make up for that, I give the AI a big money cheat. The AI basically makes double the amount of money I make. So that'll make up for it having, you know, not really leveraging income. Because I think the AI doesn't think in terms of a whole faction. I think it thinks in terms of a city. So, all of its build orders, all of its stuff is based on like, okay, this city, I'm going to build this and this. Instead of like, all right, well, I already have a military capital, so in this city, I'm going to build nothing but economy. It's not the best at that. But a player can do that kind of shit, so it's like, oh, fuck, a ninja. That's the other thing I gave the AI. Apparently in the original game, the AI was only allowed to build 1 agent of each class. Whereas the player, I think, can build 3 agents of each class. Like 3 geishas, 3 ninjas, 3 whatever, right? The wandering samurai guy. I don't know why they limited the AI to not do that. Either they did it to save processing power with turns, or they did it because it was really annoying. But I figured, well, you know, you give me these agents, and they're supposed to. That's another like layer to the game, right? It's a Shadow War layer where we have, you know, spies and agents, and you can use them to buff armies. Like I'm using this geisha here to like buff the army's morale and stuff, you know, or you can use them as agents, like charming stuff. 5% chance of escape following. Oh, we'll go with that one. When inspiring troops, +1 charm when performing. Well, she's primarily morale, so she's inspiring, so we'll put her there. Mokimasa.
My lord?
This one, she's not leveled up yet. But, oh, they can enchant Shinobi.
Your orders, my lord. Right.
But notice, see, the AI has a boat, right? It has like a like a small navy, because you don't want to build a big navy. You want like a big ground army. But it's got like units protecting this city, and it's got a stack over here too. And it probably has another stack somewhere else. So it actually has enough fucking units to defend its territory and actually be an army, and not just like, oh, we have one big stack of units and then everything else is like piecemeal defended. Because by lowering the cost of units, I've basically upped the unit cap that people are allowed to build, because they won't go, it won't drain their funds as quickly. Right, well, now we need to get these guys back into the mainland. They're my most professional, battle-hardened army.
Hold as you command.
Okay, are they still happy? They are. Okay, good.
At your service. Full speed ahead. Waiting for a new course.
Now, sometimes I think about crap like this when I'm at work, too. Like that's what inspired me to play Shogun again and finally finish this, the mods for Shogun, Napoleon, and Empire. Because I was, I came out with like, it'd be really cool to play Total War, but if I could have more armies on the map, like if everything was cheaper, what would that be like?
Yes,
Okay,
my
they're
lord.
unhappy. Also, to be fair, I was in high tax, so that's probably why I was making so much money per turn anyways. Let's get some more police. Okay, he's building police. Might as well get police here, too. Spend it all. Police! Now, these units you could only build in Kyoto. That's why they're called the Kyoto Police. I didn't change their name, but I figured, well, why do they get the Kyoto Police? And also, they didn't have a policing bonus. So I gave them the policing bonus, which means that they count as 2 units when garrisoning to make sure people are happy. And I felt like that was a good way to just, like, have a unit that was already in the game, but actually have a purpose and be used by every faction in every province. I did that with, a little bit with Napoleon and Empire. Like, there's certain units that have policing bonuses, so they're really good at maintaining order. The Dragoons, for instance, but they already had it to begin with. But I think I gave it to some other, like, units to some Eastern races that don't have Dragoons. But they have units that are, like, you know, like Janissaries or something like that. Like, I feel like they would boost morale.
Ready for orders.
That's why in Empire I like to play as the Turks, because I just really like Janissaries. But also,
At your
it's funny how they gave the Janissaries, like, or the Turks, barely any gunpowder units, and I'm like, really? Or you know, like, they should have, they might not have the most advanced gunpowder units, but they shouldn't just have guys with swords, for fuck's sake. Same thing with Russia, they did the same thing with them, like, their militia has no guns, and it's like, I'm pretty sure they'd have guns. Not the best guns. You know, maybe old medieval musket type guns that could only fire like 1 shot a minute, but they probably have guns.
My sword for you, my lord.
Right, I need this guy to stay here,
Supplies. Yes, my
and this
lord.
guy can reinforce this front.
Movement completed, my lord.
I think we're good. The one thing that I was also worried about was performance. Because if we're gonna have double the AI, you know, double the armies on the map, basically, and have way more agents and stuff on the map, that could really lower turn performance. Please don't fucking fall for her fucking fan dance. I gotta press spacebar. Oh no, wait, no, that's because they're doing something. They move slow when they're going to interact with me, like attack me or something like that. He bombarded my, one of my settlements. Damn it! Oh, wait. They were attempting, utterly devoted to their duty. They were not swayed. Yes. Your fan dance did not do anything, Uhura. I'll distract him with my fan dance. Alright, let's go sink this asshole. Yeah, we got advantage. I'm not... When it's that good, I don't... Why fight it? It's a waste of time. That's my problem with, like, with Total War on the lower difficulties. It's like, you know what? I never have to fight a battle because I'm almost always, like, guaranteed to win. And it's like, if that's the case, if all I'm doing is auto-resolving, then why the fuck am I playing Total War? I could play, like, Civilization or something. Like, the whole point of Total War is the battles. Rich Mahjong. Oh, Mahjong. Yes.
My sword for you, my lord. As you wish, my lord.
Right, the reforms are going well. Once these cannons are done, I'll send them over here so that, like, that guy will have an army. And then I'll start building, not sharpshooters, but line infantry to give this guy a little bit more professionals, because he's got pretty much nothing but levies. And, like, a levy spearman. He has pretty much nothing but levies, but he's got so much, and they're also, like, XP'd because they fought before. So I'm not really concerned too much about them. So I wonder if I can have her just infiltrate. No. Oh, I have 38 coins. Alright, well, let's see what's over here then.
Making my way there.
Oh, look who's coming. This might be bad.
No higher besieging settlement. Besieging.
If I had the money, I'd enchant him. This might be one hell of a battle. If he comes in here and then helps out this army, then I'm outnumbered. But being outnumbered's not a big problem in this type of warfare, as long as I have good ground. Plus, this guy has like 5 cannons. No, he has 6 cannons. And from what I gather from these guys... Oh shit, he does have some parrot guns. What's this? He's got cannons. He's got garbage. He's like, this is garbage here. You don't even build that. I should mod that fucking cannon out of the game. That's how crap it is. So it's just a waste of time to build it. The only reason I would see to build that cannon is for sieges, you know, like taking out walls. That's it. It's not very good against units. In fact, it sucks.
Up to your command.
But one thing I've noticed, it's a good ratio. You know, we got lots of cannons, lots of infantry, and just a couple of horsemen. I think the same thing is going on here, even though I can't see the whole army. Kind of going on here. I mean, I guess he was delivering these cannons. Alright. Look, I'm excited. This is going to turn out to be a pretty good game. Because it looks like the AI is very active, very aggressive. Definitely, like, it's conquering. It's not just staying as, like... Oh, you didn't wait for your reinforcements? You think you're that badass? Alright. I got nothing but rifles, man. Well, what's cool about it, too, is, like, I think... Now there's even more options, because now that the armies don't cost as much, you can just have an army of just, like, a small amount of cavalry, like 6 cavalry, just go around raiding while you have your main army doing the shit, you know? This is my most modern army. It's got, you know, it's got no levies. They're all professional line infantry with rifles. 6 cannons. Now, if he had that other army come in to help him, yeah, then I'd be worried, but I'm pretty confident I can beat this force that he has on the defense. Man, I love Total War games. It's like playing with a bunch of little, like, you know, army men. General's bodyguard will be there. Cavalry will be on right flank. It's flatter terrain. Line infantry, 1 line. 1 line, 2 rows. How far will they stretch? Fairly far. Artillery will be divided. I don't want to concentrate it too much. You know, it says there's like a small elevation here, but I don't see it. I see that. This little hill here. See, that way they can't just concentrate all their artillery on one spot. Or get a, like, you know, sneak in some horsemen and kill all my artillery. It's not like Rome or Napoleon where massing artillery makes more sense because you have canister shots, so it's kind of like more important, but I'm gonna do that. Here's a little trick I like to do. I do that, hit shift, select all, and press G to group them. And then I just select this to do the specials on that they have, as well as to make sure they're always, like, limbered or unlimbered. Okay, they all should be unlimbered now. I don't think... I'm never gonna limber them, it's not necessary. Alright. I might have... Also, I usually put the general, like, right here. So if they want to hit the general with artillery, they're not hitting my artillery and they're not hitting the troops. So it's like, which one do you want to focus on? The front line, the artillery, the cavalry? Like, you can't hit all of it at once.
We are ready to defend, sir.
Where's their artillery? I don't know what they're trying to aim at, though. I don't see their... Okay, they're aiming at my line. We got cavalry coming up. Oh yeah, you're garbage artillery. Never mind, I don't care. Looks like my artillery is trying to take out some of their cannons. Not completely necessary, but, you know. Alright, what's this guy doing? Oh, he's gonna go over there? Alright, that's exactly where my cavalry is. Oh, but he's spear cavalry, though. That's like anti-cav. No, they do get shot. They didn't suffer that many casualties for getting shot, though. Yeah, spear cavalry is usually the counter to cavalry because, you know, sword cavalry is not very good against spears. Oh, man. Though cavalry just rushing towards the front into guns and cannon is also not the best. Yeah, and then they get shot. Yeah, that cavalry unit is dead. It's completely destroyed. No way it can survive that. These wood cannons have killed 3 men. Oh, no, wait, no, they might kill a couple more. Yeah, those wood cannons. Oh, look out. Is the Inspire ready? Not yet. What's up, Blakis? I mean, for me, it does. See, I didn't build a bunch of, like, hollowed out trees and make cannons out of them like this idiot did. See, because he's got these cannons, right? Wood cannons. I have, like, you know, really good imported from, like, Europe and America cannons that are, like, you know, like, legit. Did my cavalry lose? Fuck. I gotta go over there. The right flank might be in trouble, I'm not gonna lie. He has samurai cavalry. And my sword cavalry is not really that good against it, but it's better than nothing. Oh, he's got samurai katana men with shotguns. But they gotta get close to use those shotguns. The idea is they use the shotguns and then they charge. And when they charge, you know, like,
Sir, your general is under
you know, they have
attack.
armor and shit, and, like, they're really good with swords. So they want to get close anyway, so you might as well give them... Originally, they didn't have guns at all. And I felt like they were just kind of shit compared to, like, the units with guns. Like, if you were to build an army of samurai, since none of them have guns at all except the matchlock guys, they're kind of, like, completely outmatched. Oh, if I control them, I can kind of do that with the cannons. I can do a first-person control and manually aim the cannons. I think I get a bonus for doing that, like, in damage, but I don't really do it too much. Oh, he's got line infantry, so he's got rifles of his own. We really got to worry about this, though, that's going on over here. They They should be running away now, right? Yeah. A lot of bullets coming down over here. So he does have some professional soldiers coming up, like legit riflemen. He's got riflemen and spear levies, so crap. What about these guys? Sharpshooters. Yep, sharpshooters. Alright, okay, we're done with this. Move him up to engage. Why is this general coming out? I guess he wants to die. He's like, come on, men! There's a heroic bullshit charge out of the movies. Okay, that didn't work. Let's get out of here. It's one riderless horse. He's still trying to form this line. He's got reinforcements coming in. He's got like legit cannon, but he hasn't set it up yet. The fool. Alright, the line's holding. Yeah, those rifles chewed me up a little bit, though. Well, he did kill like 840. Looks like I captured some of his cannons. I'm gonna get rid of that wooden cannon immediately. I don't even want to pay to have it in my army. What's autumn do? 10% wealth? Okay, minus 10% wealth. I always gotta remember to go back over here and like make sure I'm like checking out.
As you command. I must rest.
See, if there's someone on the road, he won't go around and he'll just stop and be like, I need orders. And I always forget he exists.
Attack in the settlement, my lord.
Hey, where's that cannon? There it is. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Well, this guy might show up.
Your orders, my lord, without delay.
Okay, I'm gonna send these cannons over here because he needs artillery. And now build some. What does this guy need? I think he needs some cav. He needs some line infantry, so let's give him some cav. Oh, the world conquering's going alright. And it doesn't seem like anything big's happening. Might have to take this navy out though to make sure they don't come over here through this area, because they like to do that.
Drop anchor.
Ready for orders.
That's really it, right? Like that's all I can do this turn. I can't. Unless there's something I can build other than castles, which I don't like to build. Oh, here's something. Gambling den and a market. We're gonna go with the... Market's more money. We'll go with that. That's more modernization too. Diplomacy, nope. Build Las Vegas. A wretched hive of scum and villainy and magic tricks. Oh my god, where'd those assholes come from? Holy shit! That's... wow, okay. Now the question is, am I at war with them? Look at this geisha. She just loves disrupting and enchanting people. We gotta get rid of her. I need to get a shinobi or something. I need to build a ninja school. He only moved one? Okay. I guess he doesn't want any of whatever's going on here. Unless that's this guy's allies. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to get the hell out of here, because I don't think... I can afford to be outnumbered 2-1, sure, but like 3-1? No, I don't think so. I think at that point I'll break. The Ghost of Tsushima? No, I haven't. What is that? Is that like a hack and slash kind of game? Or is it like an action game, right?
Very well. Journey complete.
Journey completed. And let me see. I'm at peace with these guys, so I guess I don't have to care. Similar to Dark Souls? Oh, okay.
You are bidding.
Does this guy have... oh, he has someone attached to his army. Alright.
Ready for orders.
That's it. These guys get the accuracy bonus? No, only land units do from that blacksmith. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I build naval units from here.
Ready for orders. Waiting for new course.
I mean, it's like, I guess people like it. Like it's supposedly like graphically good.
At your command.
I'm just not in the mood to play an action game. Actually, I'm more in the mood to play... what I really want to play is Ninja Gaiden on the original Xbox, but I have no way of playing it because both my Xboxes are broken.
I can go no further. We should speak openly of matters that concern us both.
Okay.
And so avoid...
You only have one province, though. I'm not gonna break my agreement with Tosa.
So, we cannot reach agreement.
Nope. Yeah, it's like I mean, like, I don't know what's going on with the original Xbox, but I think it's like, it's a similar issue. It's like an overheating problem. And with the 360, it's definitely the overheating. I tried to fix it, but it was such a pain in the ass. I should have just paid someone to fix it, or it would just be cheaper to just buy a used one. Oh, now this guy decides to... Man, that was dumb. He should have attacked immediately. And again, I have no choice but to attack him, huh? Unless he's dumb enough to attack next turn. I don't know. How long can I hold out? Like 2 or 3 turns, possibly? It'll tell me. I gotta wait for my turn, though. I gotta go through all the AI stuff. General increases in rank. Army distracted. Oh man, that's gonna take longer for my fucking artillery to get there. A percent chance. Okay, that's good. Instills fear in enemy units. The accordion? Yeah, I'm getting the accordion. That'll scare the fuck out of him on the battlefield. You know what? I'm gonna give him the attacking stuff. Because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to attack. 3 turns, huh? He's got armies coming in too, so I might have to push out before his reinforcements get there. My reinforcements will take like more than 3 turns. And my artillery won't move because they got seduced.
Sorry, sir, but we cannot. Your orders, my
I wish I could just train generals too. I hate how you can't do that. Like, it's kind of annoying. Because then I would give all these little armies like a general. Like, they don't have to be like a 1-star general. In fact, they don't even really have to be generals. They're just commanders, you know? Like officer class, so it just makes sense to have an officer commanding them. Oh, I level up the blacksmith. Okay. That's pretty much it. As far as recruitment goes, I really don't need to recruit. I mean, I got Armstrong guns now, but until I build a new army, no reason to build those. I mean, I could build them, but then they would just drain my economy, you know, just waiting for, like, an army to attach. Basically, I have 4 armies, and they're kind of pretty much full. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Okay, he's got something over here. Line infantry and stuff, so he's definitely got more professionals. The thing is, though, every turn I wait, I'll lose units due to the siege. So the longer I wait to attack him, the less units I'll have, so I have to attack him. What's this button? Decline? Okay. He's got... this is not important, but he does have 3 cannons. Then he's got garbage units. Don't know why he put 3 generals in 1 stack, too. I think that's a little overkill, but... You know, that's the AI of this game, man. It likes to do that. It likes to put 3 fucking generals in 1 thing. Because I guess they count as cavalry. But because in the base game is medieval, so they're a lot more powerful that way. I'm playing on hard. Normal's too easy. And then the difficulties above hard are too hard because they give the AI too many bonuses. Like, units will do more damage. Hey, what's up, Never Conquer? Like, the bonuses the AI gets on the harder difficulties is like... It's like, you can take a... Like, if I have a elite unit, it'll be like equivalent to one of their levies. Like, 1 crap cavalry unit can somehow, like, go punch through, like, 3 elite samurai units. Like, it's just like, I don't like that. On hard, they get a little bit of... They get some stat bonuses, but not enough to make them, like, you know, take... Like, it's not enough for some elite unit to just get destroyed by some peasant unit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that bad. Wait, how do I unlimber? There we go. Actually. We're attacking. So I'm going to mass up some artillery on these hills here, just because I'm lazy. So, ideally you never want to attack, you always want to defend, but I'm kind of forced to do this. Because if I don't, there might be too many... Oh wait, what's this guy doing here? There might be too many units to have to deal with. Like, he has reinforcements coming. That means I gotta kill these guys now.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
Guarding our commander.
So, he has like a bunch of crap cannons, but he does have 2 good cannons. I gotta find out where they are. There's one. Okay, where's the other one? The other one's on this side. I only have one cavalry unit, so I can really, and he kept, oh no, wait, no, those just wooden cannon guys. Oh, he's got 3 parrot guns, never mind. I got 7. As for his unit comp, levies, oh yeah, they're all crap, right? They're all levies. He's got some line infantry. I'd say 60%, 70% levy, the rest is line infantry. But he definitely outnumbers me. My guys are all weak from the last battle. This is a great spot to keep the general, because you see this hill? He won't get hit by artillery. Or if he does, it's going to be really hard to hit him with artillery. We got to worry about his cav, too. Which... I might have to keep some guys back here now. Yeah. Including my cav, because it looks like he's going to try to flank. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. I might even have to send the general back. Oh, he's not flanking my artillery, he's flanking my infantry. Oh, his horses made the mistake of charging into this. Okay, he's gonna break this though. These guys have pistols.
Your general is under attack.
That's right, shoot your pistols! Come on, pew pew, bang bang, shoot the enemy cav! Shoot them! There you go. There you go, give him a little bit of that, yeah. And then these guys are shooting at him too, alright, that'll go. I lost my cav unit, they're completely destroyed. I got this general here, like, trying to withhold this assault. Samurai, huh? Oh no, Kyoto police! Oh, they got some firepower coming in from here. Help kind of negate it. How are we doing on this area? Not the best, it looks like. More horsemen, huh? This is really close, like... Alright, we held. The generals added firepower, and these guys definitely helped out. It looks like we broke most of them, too. Yeah, they're starting to flee. Now we gotta try and take out this artillery. This is why you have cavalry. Though I do have a lot of artillery too.
Over the enemy.
Okay, they're running. They lost their line, so... And then their artillery was being hit by my artillery, so... Not bad. Yep. He lost 3 generals in that fight. And then when he lost his last one, his men ran away. Because they had no leadership. You don't want your general to die. That's like the worst thing that can happen. Like, the way morale works in this game, it's like, if units start losing guys, like they lose over 70% of their regiment, their morale takes a hit. If they lose their general, their morale takes a hit. If they get flanked, their morale takes a hit. If they don't have their, like, people next to them, like regiments next to them, they have low morale. So you want to play morale more than kills. I lost a cavalry regiment. But I gained a stupid wooden cannon that I'm going to sell because I don't want to spend 53 gold a turn to keep it. Let's see, can I recruit anything here? We need some more levies. I'm also going to get rid of their cannon, their field artillery school, just in case I lose this shit. Okay, what is this? Ore mine? What does this do? High quality iron. Oh, minus 5% cost to recruit an artillery? Oh, well, maybe I will keep it then. Shit. Might be a good spot to... Actually, you know what? No. I don't know. Fuck. Decisions. See, I know this army has plenty of cannons, so I don't need to worry about it, but, like, these guys, they're hurt, man. Yeah, generals don't just grow on trees. Like, they randomly show up. As far as I know, you... Unless you can, like... Maybe if you max out the war college, you can build them? Yeah, you would definitely want to cause the mass rout, because fear spreads like a disease. Once some regiments run away, then all of them run away. There are some hero regiments, like in Napoleon Total War, the Old Guard, they project a morale boost to everyone around them. And they also inspire, they also put fear in the enemy, so it affects the enemy morale just seeing them. And there are units in this game that are like that too, like certain samurai units, certain like legendary units will inspire fear or inspire confidence in their own men. How many men are we getting? 6 turns. Yeah, these guys are hurt. I gotta try and like beef them up. It's gonna take almost 4 turns to get there. Yeah, the Old Guard almost never runs away, which is kind of true to real life. Like, the Old Guard didn't run away at Waterloo. They were the last regiment to still be standing. They refused to surrender, so Wellington just killed them with cannon. He didn't even, like, bring up troops to fight them, because what's the point? Alright, that's pretty much it. That's why I like to play as the French in Napoleon. They have so many cool units. And they have all the real generals, too. Like, that's the thing about Napoleon, is that all the generals in the game are, like, legit real generals. Also, I sometimes like to play Russia, because Russia has a general that just looks like Bill Murray. And I don't know, I find that hilarious. I really do. When you play as Napoleon in Napoleon, he has a little balloon, and you can see it on the map, like, just flying around. So he always knows what the enemy's deployment is, because he has the balloon. Yeah, French Lancers are really good anti-cav.
Is that all, my lord?
To be fair, though, like, Napoleonic warfare, I think, is more balanced. The thing about this game is it takes place in the 1860s. And at that point, like, the gun was king, you know? Like cavalry, like, unless they have guns, kind of useless, you know? And they're really just used as, like, quick troop deployment. Like, in other words... Cavalry doesn't fight on horseback. They ride to where they have to fight, then they get off their horses, and then they shoot their guns. Rarely ever did they ride in with swords and guns, you know, like, that's just not, no. Ego. Okay, so he's raiding me. Also, the guns in Napoleon era are not as deadly as the guns, like, in this era. In Napoleon times, you could have like 1,000 men shoot at 1,000 men, and you might get like 10 kills or something. Not, you know, from about 100 meters away. With rifles, it's like, you know, 4 times that.
Very well, my lord.
So in other words, you could lose like 5% of your troops in one volley during Napoleon era, but in like rifled era with the same ranges, you could probably lose up to 20% in one volley. So the scale of these games is 1-5. So every regiment I have is 200 men. Like that's, or it should be 200 men. So if you multiply that by 5, you should get like the realistic numbers. Alright, he's going up there. All right.
March. Journey completed.
Very well. Movement completed.
The Koreans are still using peasants. I mean, there was a reason why Imperial Japan was able to do so much damage to China and various other, like, countries around it during World War II. It was just a more modern country. Part of that is because of the Boshin War, which is this war.
To rest, my lord.
Where armies were the smallest, like 1,000s instead of 10,000s. Well, I think the max unit per regiment in medieval was like 160 or so. I don't know too much about medieval regiments. And also, even then, the stuff I know about, like, this era of warfare varies from country to country on how many men would be on a regiment. So I'm basing a lot of it on American Civil War. And I know in the American Civil War, regiments were 1,000 men. Or are you talking about the 2D medieval game? I mean, I can't wait for, like, when they eventually remake Medieval 3. Like, I'm so stoked about that. Like, I know they haven't announced it, but I have a feeling it's like, come on, man, you gotta make Medieval 3. Medieval 2 is like, you know, it's fun and all, but, like, we've come such a long way. Like, Medieval 2 is great, but there's no ship combat. You know what I mean? There's ships, but they don't fight. There's no battle map for ships. Also, the Renaissance era in Medieval 2 is not that good. But I also think maybe they're avoiding guns, because, you know, like... They still have to get the AI to be good with gun units, and, you know, quite honestly, it's not quite there compared to how it is with melee units. Alright, so I might upgrade one of these cities. Perhaps this one, maybe? Rome should have in most in 10. Yeah, because, like, wasn't a legion like 10,000 men?
Yes, my lord.
Or, like, double that? I forget, it's been a while since I've done the Rome studies.
What do you wish of me?
I'll put her here so we can see reinforcements. Looks like he's building a navy. He's got this wounded army here. They got good artillery. They got no leadership, though. They fucking wasted all their generals in that one stack, so...
My sword for
And with no leadership, that's really what the general's good at, is, like, you know, all this star crap here. It just adds to, it's a bonus to morale. It also makes them more, the units, like, less vulnerable to agents. One manfold or whatever was 125, 150 per block. Well, if I ever mod Rome 2, I'll try to get those numbers correct. Because the thing about Total War games is, like, I know that they try to scale them so that they run on any computer. But it's like, when I pick ultra settings, shouldn't you give me, like, close, like, you know... I mean, it wouldn't work in this game. Like, I know there's mods like Darth Mod that give, like, 500 or 1,000 men per regiment. But I just think that looks bad, and I just don't think the game maps are big enough to support something like that. Like, if the maps were twice as big, sure. So I think they did a pretty good job in this game with the 200 men per regiment. Hey, Neilfire. Neilfire, modern rifles, +3 accuracy. Neilfire. Neilfire, oh my god, Neilfire. It's double the firepower, man. Faster ships, ramming, revolver cav. I mean, a revolver cav leads to carbine cav, which are the ultimate cavalry. They got some pretty good, like, their carbines are like, I think they're like Winchester carbines, so they can just reload. They got rapid fire. Gatling gun towers, though. Oh, shit. gonna go with modern rifles because that should help out. Well, it helps out all the rifles. This Neilfire, I think, works with line infantry as well. Both of these will. Oh, this is 7 turns, so we'll go with that. I'll get that one more. Troy Total War has almost no cavalry. And it's sad when game companies that make good games make quick cash-in games, you know, like how they did with Diablo, like Blizzard did with Diablo for a mobile game or something.
Ready for orders.
Where they're like, we gotta appeal to casuals. You know, the people that never buy our games anyways.
Orders received.
Gotta make games for them. And it's like, you're never gonna get them, man. Like, just fucking stop. Don't waste your time. And maybe they just haven't implemented the cavalry. Because there should be cavalry in Bronze Era. The reason why cavalry became more impressive in medieval times is the invention of the stirrup. In other words, the saddle, like, you know, where a soldier can stand in the saddle and then, like, swing his sword at full strength or whatever. In Bronze Age, they didn't have the stirrup, so it was all about charges. You would, like, get down, charge the enemy, have all the armor in the front of the horse, like a cataphract or whatever those things are called that the Byzantiums used. And then you would charge, and you would run away, and then you would keep doing it, like do it again and again. And I think that's why chariots were more in use. Once the stirrup was created, chariots were obsoleted. Because chariots have a large amount of problems. They're not as, you know, unless there's roads or like good flat terrain, like in a desert or something. And even then, the desert has to be, like, it can't be, like, really fine sand where the wheels sink in and shit.
Your orders, my lord.
Ready for orders.
So in certain areas, like, that's why chariots were still used up after even Alexander's time, but still, in most areas, it's not, like in Italy, with all the mountains and the hills, yeah, not very good for chariots. Yeah, I can upgrade another town, huh? Yeah. Oh, moving them to another one quicker? Yeah, well, that's why they just put them in wagons. Or what the Romans did, they just built roads. They're like, we're just gonna build roads and then we'll just teach our guys to march. And then we'll just get there. Deep sea iron mining. I don't want to upgrade any of this crap until, like we're safe. So upgrading the castle. Yeah, he's combining them, but he's not doing anything with that. He's not there yet. What's this guy? He's coming. Once these cannons get here, though, I can finally leave this place, so I could have 2 armies. A, Eastern army and a Western army. Like a tactical APC. A little too advanced, so I think. Because I think the thing is like, if you're on a chariot, odds are you're going to stay on the chariot, right, and keep fighting. And then when the chariot gets destroyed or turned over, then you just get out of the chariot, and then you fight on foot. That was one thing that Total War doesn't really do, is like guys, like horsemen, when their horse is killed, they fight on foot. And I understand why, it'd just be too much of a pain in the ass. Like unit cohesion would just get so fucked up. Oh, you're gonna fight me? Come at me, bro. Look, what are you led by? A fucking Kyoto police guy? A lot of cav. You know, if you had one general, I'd be like, oh man, this is a problem. But only outnumbering me by 300 men, that's not gonna matter. Like, one general is worth 10,000 men on the field. Oh no, well the horse doesn't die and the horse runs away. And you can dismount your horseman, but you can't have a situation where the horse dies but the guy's still alive and he fights on foot. And the reason why I think they did that is just that it would just fuck up unit cohesion. Unless you made the guy that falls off the horse and still fights on foot. Like, he's still a unit, like he still fights, but he's not like, you can't control him, like he won't be bound to the cohesion or whatever, cohesion of the other units. All right, it's raining, so that means that there might be a chance of misfires. But I have nothing but rifle guys, and I think these rifle guys have percussion caps, so their misfire chance is fairly slim, like a 5%. If they were medieval muskets or matchlock, like some of the shit that is, you know, some of the levy units have, then yeah, they would be like up to 20% misfire chance.
Ready, the artillery.
Hold on, unlimber, man. There you go. I keep thinking something's shooting, but that's lightning.
Ready.
Oh, really? The generals fight in duels? Huh.
Ready for orders, sir.
You see, because, like, my love of Total War dates back to a game that's not even Total War. It's Dragon Force on the Sega Saturn. Because it was like, I just thought that was interesting. It's like, oh man, the spectacle. And basically, Total War to me is like Dragon Force. It would be amazing, and this will never happen, if, like, somehow Total War got the Dragon Force license, like they bring it back and they make this anime-inspired medieval Total War game. But I guess if I want a fantasy Total War game, I should just play Warhammer, huh? Oh yeah, the game I could never get working. Like, back in the day, I'm like, man, I had my parents buy me this game and it doesn't even fucking work, and I can't return it to the store because I bought it in the States. I mean, it looked cool. Like, I think the other problem with those games too is that they were kind of, you know, they weren't as streamlined, whereas now Total War is like extremely streamlined. Like, I don't think there's much of a learning curve.
We are ready to defend, sir.
Infantry.
If we're gonna defend, let's get over here.
Let them taste steel.
Want to hit him. Spread our line. Our line will be 1 mile long, gentlemen. Not one silent gun. Every man on the line.
Let them taste the steel.
And we shall wipe them out. Oh look, I got... Oh, it's rapid advance. I still don't have bonsai. Or bonsai. He chose to fight me in the ring. That means units are gonna, like, exhaust quicker. Oh, you know, I hear those Warhammer Total War games are pretty fucking amazing. Like... Like, because they're not bound by, you know, historical accuracy and shit, the maps are, like, huge. Yeah, cavalry charging first into rifles, not the best plan here. I mean, he might kill some of my guys, but once they start shooting their guns... now he's gone. That's the thing, is the AI in this game loves to try to charge head-on with cavalry, and every time it does that, it fucking dies. Even in the vanilla game. Historical or novel? Oh, wait, in novel, do you get martial artists that are magical? Like, they do, they do Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type shit, like they fly around. Oh, and thank you, Captain Zabu! Wow, 28 months!
28 months. Holy Lord.
Holy Lord. Thank you very much for all the support. I do appreciate it. Quite a lot. You know, I really want to play the Three Kingdoms one. Oh, just wanting to lurk? Alright, cool. But thank you very much. Well, at least these cav are kind of staying back. Eventually, though, they're going to get in range. He's actually kept unit cohesion. Look at this. They're coming in at, like, one big fucking line. Though this is dumb. Ideally, you don't want to do this. You don't want to meet line for line. The offender should just pick one part of the line and just attack that. You know, like just attack this part, which would make me have to move these guys to come and attack him.
Your general is under attack.
To meet my guys all in one cohesive line is kind of like, You're not trying to whittle down a part of my army. You're trying to kill it all at once, and that's harder to do. Oh shit, wait, we got cavalry? Oh damn, alright.
Your men are routing, sir.
Are they? Well, they are, but so is the enemy cavalry once I destroy them. Alright, let's get the general over here. Oh, my cavalry won. Oh, the no banner mod? I used to do that in original Rome. Though now you don't even have to do that mod in this, right? You just turn on battle realism or whatever. General there? Good. Gambate. Inspire. Yeah, it's looking good. Their lines aren't holding. Because again, they went with this whole try to attack my whole line at once. Which looks cool, but is not that's not really how you should ever do these battles when attacking. Alright, since they've completely rechanged their lines to fight my cav, let's get it out of there. Because they repositioned, but now they're getting shot at from the flank. They've broken on these sides, so it's just these regiments. Is that Total War AI being Total War AI? Check it out.
Victory is assured.
Oh, you killed
sir.
one guy, you son of a bitch. Please shoot this guy. Come on. Kill him. Don't let him get away. I know we won, but, like, please, someone hit this guy. Come on. This guy, man. The balls on this guy. Oh, fuck. We didn't kill him. He ran 100 meters to slice someone up with the sword, and then he ran away. And he lived. That's the funniest part. It's like, no, out of all that, no one shot him. I don't know if that would work with the World War I game. Because you don't have these big, like, field battles in World War I. You would have to make the map way bigger. And then you'd have to employ, like, a cover system. You'd have to basically do what, Combat Mission does. Either that or simplify it like Company of Heroes does. I think this is as modern as Total War could get. Though, you know what would be really cool, and this is never going to happen, is if there was a Star Wars Total War game. Because the funny thing about Star Wars is, this is how the Clone Wars are fought. They're fought in line battles. Like in Star Wars, there's so many fucking units and there's so many like people assaulting the planet. No one takes cover. They just stand out and shoot their guns and see how many, like, they just overwhelm people. That's how stormtroopers fight. You know, like Obi-Wan says, just like, look at these tracks. What? They're side by side. Sand people like to march in single file so as to hide their numbers. You know, so that also shows that stormtroopers fight in line battles. They do not fight. They're not trained to fight in like cover squad-based World War II combat. They're trained to fight as like a big cohesive force of firepower with shield generators backing them up. We see that in episode 1 where the droid army goes and fights the guns on the field. There's no cover. They just march in line, and then like because of the shield generators, they have to get close and go across the shield generators. So I can see a Star Wars game done in Total War just because of that. They would be able to do the melee part in World War I fairly easy. Yeah, people hitting each other with frying pans and shovels, whatever they could find. All right, I don't know where they're gonna come from. The problem with Siege is I always feel like my cannons are kind of worthless. Because I always feel like they're just going to hit my own buildings, but, you know, we'll give it a go. And since I don't know what direction they're coming from, we'll just have my cannons face everywhere. See, because Total War doesn't, like, it actually kind of simulates projectiles, so it's not like, you know, everything instantly hits. There's an accuracy. So, like, when the guys shoot their guns, it's not like they shoot their guns and it instantly hits the enemy. There's actually a projectile that comes out of the gun. And it takes a second or two for it to hit the enemy, depending on how far away they are. I guess I'll put it down here.
Artillery awaiting orders.
Yeah, well, when you look at it like StarCraft, right? Like StarCraft, everything always hits.
Your order.
Though StarCraft is also line battles. You know, guys get in line and they just like, I have more firepower than you, I win. That's how StarCraft battles are fought. But there's no misses in StarCraft. You know, like, I think there is like a high ground difference, or there used to be in StarCraft 1, but in StarCraft 2 it's just a visual thing, like you don't see people on the high ground. Because, you know, more random dice rolls isn't good for a esport like game. Even though I kind of feel random dice rolls are more fun sometimes when it comes to, like, you know, like I like the idea of units missing and not stuff always hitting, but you know. I don't know where I'm going to put all my infantry. I don't even know where the enemy is going to be. I know I got these guys. Let's guard this tower. I got these guys. We'll guard this wall.
Immediately. On the line, sir.
They're not coming from behind. I know that much. Look at this nice little bridge, you know, which a battle will never happen, but it looks nice. You know, you put it in the trailer of the game. It's like Total War is going to Japan. And you see all this, you know, impressive terrain and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you'll never have a fight here. The AI can't handle this kind of shit. The pathfinding would just kill itself. That's what that is. The pathfinding would just be like, oh, fuck you. We're not doing that.
Your orders, sir. At your service, my lord.
Right units for the right jobs.
On the line.
Well, when it comes to RTS, there's always these things, like there's always these design philosophies, you know, like the rock, paper, scissors design, or the units are weak to this, but they're strong to this, or, you know, like flanking bonuses, stuff like that. One thing I like about Total War, though, is it doesn't have a lot of, like, it has a little bit of rock, paper, scissors, you know, like, again, like spears beat horses. Horses beat infantry, you know, horses beat cav, but it's not like, it's not this like super hard counter. What are these guys doing? Yeah, we don't necessarily need them there. Put them over here. All right, so since I have no idea where the attack's coming from, this is kind of it. I'll have to reevaluate. But I got guns facing every direction. Let's see.
Prepare to defend,
Oh, good. They
sir.
came from this area. Okay, all right, cool. Perfect. So now I can limber up my guns and reposition all of them. I only have to reposition like half of them.
Hold position.
Oh man. Oh yeah, they got cannons too. Whoa!
Levies are waiting orders. Immediately. Pirate guns. The mountains tremble. Artillery awaiting orders. Destroy the enemy.
Alright, so now the guys that I sent over here, I'm gonna send them up here. It does cover a lot of the levels. It doesn't do the most detailed job on each level, but that's not the point. The point that it does all of them. So you get like a little bit of everything. Holy shit, really? So they're coming in there. We got lines all the way up to the wall. Where are these guys? Line infantry? Spear levies? Katana kachi. Yeah, because they got the old school flags on their back. Any units with old school flags on their back are not modern units. Like, they're not equipped for this type of shit. They got, like, crap. So I guess my cannons just can't shoot them, huh? That sucks. Can I put them on the wall? Let's find out. Are you unlimbered? No, you're limbered. Okay, so... No, you can't just put them on... So they're just worthless then, huh? Like, unless I can put them out here on the field.
Your general is under attack.
Oh, these guys have shotguns. Look at their little blunderbuss. I found the blunderbuss model in the game, and I was like, you know what? If there's a shotgun in this game, I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to the samurai. Why not? That's why they have to get this close. But like, look what happens when they fire. Each shotgun, I think, fires like 6 pellets, which do like a little bit of damage. Oh, it caught it on fire. That's how much fun. All right. We might have to abandon this. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to abandon that. What else do we not need? Didn't I move these guys? No. These guys can like move up. They can move over here. Shotguns, man. Though I didn't get the shotgun armor piercing capability, so that means that when it shoots armored guys, it's not as effective. So you might get a situation where samurai are shooting samurai, and like hardly any of them are dying. But rifles, no, they have armor piercing. They can fuck loads of damage. Like armor doesn't matter when it comes to a rifle gun. Pistols and shotguns, though, they will, I believe, be affected by armor. So does arrows, but that, you know, that makes sense. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on over here? Where'd these assholes come from? The shit is this? How'd they capture the stupid tower? Where'd they... Alright, go get the tower back. Oh, they blew up some of my castle. Those buttholes. Alright, who else can I afford to lose over here? These guys. Double time it! Alright, back to this. Alright, looks like they're climbing. Alright, yeah, that's looking okay. That's looking fine. Levies versus line. Line will win. Levies don't have the morale. They don't get that fat paycheck that line infantry gets, man. Look at that.
Ready for orders, sir.
They get the little paper hat. They don't get the, you know. Oh, they're piling in on it. All right, looks like the general's over here. What's he up to? How are we doing here? Oh, not the best, to be honest. We got to reposition.
Following orders.
All right, that's looking all right. Hey guys, capture this fucking arrow tower.
At the double.
I don't know how we got it uncaptured, but you know. Oh, they're exhausted over here. Okay.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
We gotta beat them gun to gun, not hand to hand.
Ready for orders, sir. Fall back.
Well, scaling the walls. Spear levies. Spear levies in name only because I got rid of their spears and gave them guns because fuck that. I guess the samurai ran away, huh? Now that part's on fire.
What's the noise, sir? At the double. At the double. Ready for orders, sir. Retreat.
Hold that. How are we doing here? Oh, they climbed it? Looks like we defended this.
Sir, the men are exhausted.
He still hasn't committed everything, huh? Or no, that's just artillery. Well, artillery can't capture base or castles, so. Actually, I'm gonna put all these guys on this side. Maybe I can get these guys to come up here.
At the double. What's the noise, sir?
Maybe these guys can make it there. Actually, these guys can make it there too. Oh no, it looks like they're gonna win. Yeah, that's levy infantry. I don't know who's left. What, these guys? Yeah, that's not the best fight to have. Oh, the artillery destroyed my arrow towers. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, no more enemies here. All he's got left now is that artillery. So unless he wants to abandon the cannons and then have these guys run up the walls, that's pretty much all he can do. Another thing that the AI sucks at, look how it placed this artillery. Like, what's it gonna shoot? That's why Total War is always better with games that aren't gunpowder. Because it really is not the best when using gunpowder units. And you can kind of see that here. This, not the best angles. Alright, well, I've won. I'm not gonna go out and fight his artillery. That would just be stupid. So, my assumption is, once all these guys run off the map, I'm gonna speed up the game. Fast forward here. I'm gonna run down to this place, huh? We got another guy we can follow. They're over here. There they go. Run away! What's this one guy that's just constantly running away but has nowhere to go? What's he doing? Oh, he's just by the gate. He's just been there the whole time, like freaking out. He's the last guy out of 83 men. And these guys don't seem to know how to run away properly. They like... It's like, well, I guess we're running away. We'll go this way now. We'll go right into the enemy. That's how we're gonna run away. So, because I'm defending, you see this timer here? Eventually when it runs out, like if the attacker hasn't beaten the defender by the time it runs out, then the defender wins. And I might have to actually have that clock run down. Which is, again, why siege battles suck in Total War. This right here is a great example. Where it's just like, the AI won't surrender even though there's no way it can win the attack. Oh my god, he's actually gonna go around to this bridge that never gets used? Oh, wow, and next to the Buddha statue? Amazing. Oh shit, here he goes. We finally get to see it. See, because what I'm hoping for is once the AI runs off the map, like once all these units are gone and it's nothing but artillery, the AI will be like, okay, and then it'll just run away. Like, it'll make the artillery either attack me, like unmount the cannons, or run off the map. I could be wrong, though. It might not do anything and make me have to wait the entire 40 minutes. Even though I'm fast forwarding it, which I think is like ×3 speed. ×4, okay. So... But that still means I have to sit here for 10 fucking minutes while these idiots run around and not, like, retreat. Because I don't think they know how to retreat. If I had some cavalry, I'd go set it out to go kill them, as well as the artillery, but I don't have any of that, so we just watch these guys run around the whole time. They've already made a full lap around the castle, so good for them. What the hell, man? Oh, shit. You know, and like, I hear that siege battles still kind of suck in Total War games. And I'll be honest, they are the most boring battles. Like, I don't know, they need to figure out a way to... I mean, I don't think we should get rid of siege battles, but, you know, maybe instead of, like, a bunch of siege battles, maybe, like, 1 or 2, like, maybe only a siege battle in a capital, and not, like, you know, in just other towns. That could be a way. Maybe just focus really hard on making one good siege battle map, rather than a bunch of generic siege battle maps. I don't know, I'm just thinking here while I sit around and absolutely do nothing while watching these morons run away. Oh, they might actually get out of the map. This might work. Okay. And as soon as they leave the map, the AI is going to do something. Because it won't do anything while these guys are still on the map. Oh, they added more stairways? They just need to make it more fucking interesting. Like, the sad part is the most interesting siege battles was Rome Total War. The original, not Rome 2. Okay, so they ran out of the map. Which means the AI only has these cannon guys left. So what's it going to do? It's not going to do anything. It's not going to attack. It's not going to run away. It's just going to stay here and make me run down the clock for for 30 minutes. Yep. And if someone's gonna be like, well, that's because you modded the game, it's like, no, trust me, this happens in the normal game. This is not like a magical thing that happens. This happens in almost every fucking Total War game. Shit like this happens. And it's just painful because you just sit here the whole time. Yeah, there were close ones on Rome. Like sometimes it almost felt like, man, I gotta like hold out just for like 5 minutes, you know, and they were getting so close to capturing the town and stuff. Like they were, hey, what's up, Nocturne? You came just in time. We're waiting for the AI to like do something, or else I win in like 8 minutes. Hey, can I alt tab out and the game still runs, or will it pause? Or will it crash? If it crashes, I'm playing Rome. What do you think of that? And I'll come back to this later. I know, this AI is just a dick. You've already lost. Don't waste my life. Come on. Either dismount your cannons and attack me on foot, or run away. Like, don't just stay there. This is not a winning strategy. You're gonna lose anyways, so just figure it out. I'm glad I got this on stream though, because whenever I would mention shit like this in like Total War forums or something, you know, there would be people that agreed with me because they obviously played the game, and then there would be people like, no, that never happens. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're a jerk for even mentioning that this game is bad. They put so much work and effort into it and all this stuff, and you're just ungrateful. Yeah, I'm ungrateful for buying a $60 game where I have to sit around for 8 minutes watching the AI do nothing. I'm such an ungrateful fuck. And they would always be like 2 or 3 of those nut-hugging bastards that would come into like a forum post whenever I'd make any complaint about the game and just be like, no, nothing's wrong. It's a great game. It's perfect in every way. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'd just be like, these guys either A, suck ass at the game, or B, never played it. Like, you know, like they probably only played it for like 5 hours, got into one battle. They didn't play it for like 20 or 30 hours where they saw shit like this. It's not a bug, it's a feature. You know when Medieval 2 came out, there was a bug in it with sieges where the AI just wouldn't attack you. So it would attack you on the map, and then it would go into the battle map, and then the battle would start. So you'd think like, okay, I gotta get my guys on the wall. You waste all this time doing that, and then when you were done, they would just stand there and they wouldn't do shit. They wouldn't like bring up their rams. They wouldn't do garbage. It took them months to fix that. Like months. And then there were people like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, oh yeah, who wants to take towns or defend sieges in a fucking medieval game with castles? There's always those guys that have to like try to like, oh, it's not, I don't know what you're talking about. The game works perfectly for me. I'm like, oh, but you know, back then I wasn't recording gameplay footage and shit, so I couldn't. They would just think I'm just this big fucking liar, and it's like, no, this happens all the time. Like 1 out of 10 times this will happen. It happens enough. Yeah, no, that's why I put the time limit on it. If I didn't, then I'd be screwed. Hey, what's up, Lemon Squeezy? Total Warhammer, and the AI stands around like, yeah, exactly. You know, I can talk about more bugs from Total War games, like when they first come out. Like, I didn't play Rome 2 when it first came out, but I heard that was a disaster. It's better now. I did buy Empire when it came out, and wow. That game was just awful. Like, it would crash constantly. Even if you got rid of the technical bugs, like the game would run, and would run like as intended. It had other problems, like the AI couldn't do naval invasions. It didn't know how to load troops onto ships and then take them off of ships. In a game where there's Europe, America, and India, you know, where that's kind of like the whole naval combat aspect, or like landing troops in foreign lands is kind of like a big deal, you know? It's like, so it took them what, like 8-9 months to fix that? Maybe 10 months? What a joke. So when people talk to me about Total War games, like, hey, are you gonna get that new Total War game? It's like, I'll get it in 3 years when it's done. Like, because I learned my lesson from getting these games day one, and even getting them, like, even now, like, you know, this game's been out for like what? When did this game come out? Like 2012, 2013, whatever. And this is still in it. You know, like, that kind of goes to show you, like, yeah, that's kind of, because Creative Assembly is always too busy making the next game and the next game and the next game. All right, that's my Total War rant. How much time do I have left before the time runs out? Okay, roughly like what, like 4 minutes? No, 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes. The Warhammer games have less bugs. Well, the one good thing about Total War now is that, you know, they're making all these games, right? They're making Warhammer, they made Attila, they made Rome, they made the Three Kingdoms. It all runs off this engine. They're still using the Warscape engine that they've been using since Empire. It's just that now it's like, and I kind of agree, they should just keep using the same engine, because the moment they switch engines, the game's going to be a disaster, right? So they've ironed out almost all the technical problems with these games. What they need to do is iron out some of these AI, like, bullshit problems like this, which I kind of hope they did in the future games. I don't know. How much more time? 5, okay. What else can we do? Hey, we can go look at stuff. Let's look at stuff on this map. Let's look at this village. Look at all this. Look at this floating house here. Got another, well, that doesn't look as floating because they put stilts on it, so that's good. You encountered yeah, they still have the same fucking problems. Hey, whoa, oh, it's that same Buddha statue. Let's check that out. That's cool. One thing about Total War that I will never talk bad about, except for this one floating building, is usually their art style, like their art assets are like perfect, you know, like they put a lot of effort into like the trees and the terrain and, like, you know, making things look great. Like, truth be told, if it didn't look this good, I'd probably be more pissed about the bugs. Destroyed his RAM and had to wait. And instantly reacts to changes in your formation, does it? What other details can I find? Oh, good, it's over. It was over like 40 minutes ago in game time, and I had to like wait for 10 minutes while accelerating the game to 4 times the speed, but hey. I bet you there's still that guy on the forums, like, if I make one complaint about this game or something, they'll be like, that never happens. You must have a garbage computer. It's like, yeah, you're right. Somehow your hardware affects how the software works. You fucking moron. How about instead of pretending that there is no fucking problem with the game, you idiots acknowledge the fact that there is a problem, and then maybe the developer might actually try to fix it. I don't know. Instead of pretending that there are no problems with it. Oh, who assassinated? What? Fuck. Well, I guess I gotta enlist him if one of my dudes got assassinated. Was it this guy? Because this guy was kick-ass. No, he's still there. Okay, good. Shimazu? Was it this guy? No, he looks like the same dude. Instead of sending an archer. I mean, from what I know about how the AI controls its armies, it clicks on units a lot, right? So it will like individually try to control shit. All right, so there's my new guy. Oh, was it this guy? Who got assassinated? I have all my generals. Wait, what is this? What is this button? Which one is the faction? Okay. Clan management. Let me look here. Alive. Alive. All alive. Okay, so now I have a 5th general. So that means that the guy that was assassinated was... Okay, this guy's still alive, so I don't know. gonna send him back though.
The Emperor.
He's had enough fun on vacation. He needs to come back.
My lord, I must rest.
I know, and I don't know who died. Was it a geisha?
Yes, my lord.
It's none of the generals. They're still here. The geisha's still here.
I sought for you,
The
my
foreign officer's still here. This guy's still here. I did have a geisha on the map. I don't see her.
my lord.
So I'm guessing she died. Let me make sure here. Can I recruit another? No, wait. Can I recruit another one? Oh, I can. Okay, so it was a geisha that died. There's a ninja out here somewhere trying to assassinate people. He just calls all the Japanese guys son. Oh my god. I love the dialogue in that game. Like, I like the fact how his dad died like not even like 2 days ago. I don't know how long it is between when his dad dies and when he goes and investigates, but he's like, you remember on that day? Oh yes, that day. The one when it was raining? Are you okay, Ryo? I'm fine. Like, how are you fine? How are you fucking fine? Like, your dad was murdered in front of you. It's like probably less than a week ago. I don't know if that, no man can be fine. You know, like, remember that day when the car?
Ready for orders.
Yes, I remember. It almost ran over a cat. Right, so I got a new army. Let's give it some Armstrong guns, huh? But once those are done, I'll start giving it infantry.
What is your
Start doing stuff with that.
At your service.
This guy's almost finally there.
Haste, ma'am.
Your orders. My lord.
I sent him with the Kyoto police. I didn't mean to. Oh well. Yeah, we're still looking all right.
Ready for orders, as you command.
And I feel like no one mentions shit like that. Going back to my Total War rant. Every fucking review I ever see of every goddamn Total War game, from either like you know, your average YouTuber or like a you know, like IGN or GameSpot or some shit, they never mention any of that shit of when the AI just breaks down and does nothing. Never. You know, like, and they go, oh, it's got some technical problems. It's like, yeah. Can we make a bigger deal about that? Maybe they'll actually, I don't know, try to fix it in the next game. Makes me wonder, like, how much of the game do you play? Because I know for a fact that they work the hardest on the, like, story campaigns. You know what I mean? Like, the ones that odds are more people are going to play anyways instead of the grand campaign maps. You know, like the more focused ones. So you probably might not encounter that in like the focused ones. Like in Empire Total War, if you played the American thing, you probably wouldn't encounter a lot of the problems you'd find in the grand campaign. So that tells me that a lot of those people just play those and they don't play the grand campaign at all. Because if they did, they would have encountered those problems. I seriously doubt there's a way you could get through a campaign entirely without ever seeing that.
At your command. Attack.
You know what? No, I'm yeah, you better give me a decisive victory. That's what auto-resolve is for me to save time.
There is no higher honor. For death and honor.
Who's this guy? I'm at peace with him, but I'm at war with him. I need to get my navy up there.
Your orders, sir. All hands on deck. Drop anchor.
And you know what? Going on my rant again about reviews and stuff, what also pisses me off as well is like, you know, when someone makes a bad wrestling game or something, or a sports game that has a lot of problems, everyone jumps on it and talks about all the problems and makes videos about, like, you know, guys like with goofy animations and shit like that. But I don't see that crap with Total War. No one seems to care. Oh, it's like it's a masterpiece class of a game, and it's like, no, it's got problems. Please fix them. Can a general level up and gain skills? They can. I mean, this guy has. So he's got retainers. He's also got skills and traits like +1 morale, -1 loyalty, other effects. So the generals, you know, they have their own stats. Their characters is in the game, and they have skill trees, mainly defense and offense. Like here, I can do night battles if I do get that one. Just successfully detecting hidden agents. That one might be good. What is this one? Enables 1 command during ambushes. Like you do that one. Can I get him? No, he's only at 3 stars, so at most I can get this, and then what is this? I like logistics and plus 10% campaign movement. Enables all fleets to engage at night. Okay, well that's if I was doing ships. More income from looting. We go with this and that. I gotta worry about their loyalty though. And that's dependent on my my Daimo's honor, because you know if their loyalty is low, they can be bribed or rebel. But this guy is the Daimo, so he's he's got 4 honor. Because unlike I kind of have him fight, so he's not like so his men respect him. We're building artillery. We're doing that. Not gonna upgrade the castle. I don't think upgrading the castle doesn't really give me any. No, not really. It just it allows people to be happier, but it doesn't really give me any like economic lead or anything. So I'm not gonna do that. I've got a navy coming out here. I might build another navy here. There we go. And I guess I'm done. What we got? We got agent recruited, trait. Oh, he became brave? He better. Hopper acquired province. Oh, that's this place. And I repaired everything, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Not at war with these guys. Still at war with this area, so that's 2 more towns to get. You can have who lowers the chance of losing loyalty because he's scared. Yeah, I can put like agents with them, like geishas. It increases morale. Or I got a foreign officer here. He trains the units when they're on the map. That's why they're all like XP rank 5 and whatnot. Like they're all high XP. Now, I would upgrade the iron mine, but they're just gonna like attack it, so. Oh, he's sieged. He's not attacking, he's just sieged. I might be able to hold out enough turns, though, until the other army gets here. Winter. 5%, okay. Well, it sucks is in winter. Yeah, see how they got the skulls? He's taking attrition damage. I'm gonna have this guy relieve the siege. Oh, no, he's there. Okay, well now if he does attack, actually I could just attack again, huh? And again, he is kind of wounded, but he's got so many cannons. Oh, he can beat that. I don't know about this backup though. Was this cadet school? Yeah, we can get rid of that. I guess I repaired that last time. I should just got rid of it. Alright, let's take out this ship. What do you mean that is impossible? Oh, is it because this guy's here? That sucks.
Yes, my lord.
March!
You should be good. What if I raise it to high? Oh.
You have use of my talents.
Better combine it there. Yeah, inspire them.
My pleasure.
Because I can tell you what, this chick's gonna go over there to try to mess with them, so I might as well have the other one inspire. Ironworks. What is this? Gunsmith cannot build. Armorer. Why can't I build it? I need more money? Alright, we'll just wait. Because a gunsmith is definitely way more important than fucking armor. Like... It's like, I feel like in this game, and I guess it's historically accurate, you could just screw yourself by just going pure samurai. Which is why I modded the game to give the samurai guns, because they are completely worthless. Even though that might not be historically accurate, I feel like, well, at least then the units are worth something. Because they cost too much to build, they take too long to build, and then when you do build them, they get their ass killed by just line infantry. Which is kind of why they lost this war. So, in my version of it, you know, because Total War is not meant to be completely historically accurate anyways. It's supposed to be a what if. In my what if scenario, they are using guns. They're just older guns. Maybe winter will be on my side. Maybe they'll have to do the siege. Okay, good. He took him out for me. Nice. Where's she going? Gonna take her sweet time to do it, too. Okay, he attacked the harbor and then he ran away. Not the smartest plan. He left that other army there to die. Okay. Oh, okay, that army I wasn't gonna move. 3 clans were destroyed. Yeah, I watched them get destroyed. There's the Sioux, the Azu, so 3 major clans were taken out. But look at all the blue, man. Like, yeah, they're gonna be a problem later.
My lord, it is impossible. An impossible task, my lord.
It's not impossible, just walk over there. Oh, I cannot walk over there. It's like impossible.
At once.
It's too much walking. Now build the gunsmith. 20% accuracy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that place. When I build troops there, they're just gonna just murder people. It's not even... All the new armies I build there are just gonna just decimate.
Marching now.
Let's get rid of this guy that's sieging. Oh, he ran away. That was smart. If he broke the siege, what did he break? He broke the port. You rename it to Gunville? I don't think I can rename cities in this. Allegiance, pro-emperor. Oh. No, doesn't look like I can. At least that's nice. Tells me all this crap. See, the higher the tax, I make more money, but then the cities don't grow as much.
At your command.
What are we doing on replenishment? How long until we get to go? 1, 2... So about 2 turns, they'll be fully replenished, and I can send them out. I'm not at war with these guys. I'm still at war over here. It's still winter, so it's not like I want to be on the offense.
Sir? Sir?
Is this all the ships I was building? I think it was. Yep. I'm gonna have them.
Ready for orders. We must rest a while.
Oh, he's just gonna raid everything? Alright. Well, he's losing units by the every turn because he's in winter. He's in my territory and it's winter, so he's taking attrition. Robin Williams? Oh no, William Willis. Whilst we benefit from the employment of William Willis, many of our people still resent hiring a Westerner to execute the Emperor's will. Oh, fuck you guys, man. We need him. I know he's annoying being British and everything, but like, you know, we gotta... Hey, wait, no, this is Seth Patrick. Who's William Willis? Who the fuck's that guy? I get a Scottish tourist here. Minus 7% campaign for... Oh, that sucks. 5% chance of being a set. So I get less campaign movement with the Scottish tourist? He's like, swords are for English girls. I can't do a Scottish accent. 36 Navy revolver. What is this? 5% chance of killing enemy agents. All right, well, it'll be less likely to get assassinated. I guess that helps. 10% campaign movement. Yeah, I like that. What is this? Plus 25 ammunition for all units in the army. Yeah, sure, and then my artillery never runs out of ammunition. Perfect. Never.
Yes, my lord. Death and order!
I don't really want to fight this battle. Come on. This battle is an easy win. Close. How? How is it even close?
Is there nothing else?
And you didn't even wipe him out.
For you, my lord.
Treasurer. Minus 1% upkeep. Not necessary. Top hat. Plus 1% repression. I like how it's like, do I look fat in this? What is this? Money matters. I'll go with that. He does have like a lot of cannons, so I guess that would help. I'm going for aggressor, since I'm gonna attack in the next couple of turns with him anyways.
Orders, my lord.
Okay, I'll take 2 turns. There's a citadel. Sure.
At your command. Moving out.
Everything's looking good here. Everything's looking fine there.
Ready for orders,
He doesn't really need to go there. He needs to go here.
without delay.
What's happening here? Cottage industry. I'd repair all that, but then they're just going to break it again, so... Also, let's lower the tax rate to increase growth.
I shall rest, my lord.
Yeah, the Josei, man, like, whoever that blue is, they're going to be trouble later. They'll probably be my in-game enemy. I don't know who I'm gonna fight next after this. I guess ideally I should fight who's ever up north here and take the whole island. And then either take Tosa, which would kind of be a pain, since they kind of own that entire island. Or try to push into the mainland some more, which might be what's gonna happen since I'll declare war on who's ever north of me. I could also try to get the other smaller islands. There's that enemy shinobi. Maybe I should build a ninja school.
Ready for orders.
Just so I can have shinobis.
My spirit hungers for blood. My spirit hungers for...
Alas, that is impossible. Laying an ambush.
Another clan has been destroyed. Who can I build a ninja school at? I mean, maybe here. Upgrade the farms.
At your command.
What's this guy? Oh.
Destination reached.
Is there nothing else?
I hate it when he just builds like a bunch of half stacks and just acts annoying. Instead of like combining them to make one army or something, like... Because then I just have to go and play whack-a-mole with them. It's not like I actually have like a challenge, I just have to go fight them. Give her the performance.
Laying an ambush.
Your orders, my lord. Movement completed, my lord. You have further orders.
Sir! On the move, sir!
This guy to join up, because it never takes the agent.
Form ranks.
Yes, my lord. Very well.
I don't have any money. Oh, I'm running out of money. Am I at war with them? Nope.
Your orders, sir.
Have any spies? No, I don't. I gotta mess around here.
What do you wish?
Gotta get this guy to come back.
As you
Because I need him to kill the damn ninja.
I can go no further.
The geisha can't kill people,
I wish I could.
but ninjas and this guy can, so. Everything else is looking fine. Should be summer next turn, or I mean spring rather, not summer. Alright, he at least combined his units and gave it a general. Well, that's something at least. Then now he's outnumbered basically 3-1 in terms of armies. Where is this? We got Neilfire. My lord, a man with the passion of Rengaku learning, born of our dealings with the Dutch, has been promoting Western ideals of technology, believing them to be the key to our natural development. I can either assassinate or we're encouraging him because we need that Western tech, man. Might upset our people, but I'm not a traditionalist. I have to move with the times.
Yes, my lord.
My sword for you, my lord. Journey completed.
Attack!
Okay, so he's got a general. Oh my god, it's the Daimo. It's the fucking clan leader. He's got one cannon against my like 5. Oh, but he's got bow and arrow. Look out. Look out. He's got some samurai. Oh no. So I'm so scared. You know what? I'm gonna fight him on the field because the auto resolve when it's that close can possibly screw me. So I have to fight the battle. Okay, if I'm to believe this map, I spawn here, and he spawns on the low ground, so it's like he has no tactical advantage whatsoever on the field. He has no hills, he has nothing. And since I have better soldiers than him, he's dead. Start the deployment. Make a grand battery, like we'll put it right here. This is a nice little hill, so we'll just stick it all right here. A pump. Everyone else here, we'll just put him here like this. Where is he? He's over there? Alright. Double time!
Today, sir, we attack.
Saber's thrown, sir.
I might have to reposition the cannon. Oh, it looks like the cannon wiped out his cannon. Yeah, what? It took out... Oh, it didn't take out any of them. Killed a lot of the guys manning it, though, but it didn't blow up any of the cannons. Alright. While my guys get in position. When they get in position, I'll have them rest for a little bit. Hey, wait, can I make the whole army be controlled by the AI? You know, that would be more fair. Then I'd have to deal with how stupid the AI is on my side, too. I'd be like, oh, man. I really wish there was an option in Total War games where you could just have it like you can just watch and the AI fights itself. Because honestly, that would actually make it... I mean, you know... It would make it more fair. Is this water? That sucks for them. Yeah, I used to be able to. You just make groups, and then you'd have AI controlled, and you would just tell them what to do. And some people used to do that for like Rome and medieval because it was more realistic. You know, you just control your general and give vague, generic orders. Here, let's see if I can still do that.
Battle group ready.
No, it's just kind of like still... I still have to kind of control them. So no.
Dismissed. Spears to the fore. The levy is ready, sir.
March up to that pagoda.
Sweep them from the field.
Okay, that pagoda sweep's not going to work, is it?
Levies are waiting orders. At the double.
My orders, Lord.
My orders, Lord.
Alright, well these guys are dead, so I don't have to worry about that. Line's perfect up till there. Those samurai, though, if they get in close, it's gonna be hard to fight them. That guy got blown away. You gotta shake hands?
Lily-livered cowards!
Lily-livered cowards, they're running! Yeah, they did get me on the flank, I'll give them that. I don't want to risk my cav, though. Oh, they're right there. You know what? Sure.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
Are my men running? It's because they've lost the flank. Oh, I see. They gotta like face the direction so they can shoot them. Bows? That's the thing. Samurai are really good with arrows, man. Like, you gotta watch out for them.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir!
Yeah, they can basically shoot. Their rate of fire with arrows is way faster than my rate of fire with guns. It looks like they're gonna charge too. Their melee is also way better than my guys as well. Gotta get my cab out of there. Who's left? We still got cannon. We still got the right flank. At least somewhat of a right flank. Left flank is kind of collapsing in on itself. Yeah, that's why they added a replay feature, so you could watch it all in a replay. But yeah, if I just watch the fight, I'll lose. And like I try to watch the fight a little bit so it's entertaining, you know, but like it's also kind of costing me the fight. Alright, I definitely know that this flank is down and there's nothing protecting my guns. I'm gonna get the general over here, because this is the one place that we're winning, is this right flank. What the fuck are you even? Sharpshooters? Oh, but they got a hill. Who are these guys? Oh, samurai. Oh, and bows. I see. That's the thing about bows, is they don't have to worry about line of sight. See, they can shoot over the heads. Guns, you can't do that. Hopefully that general gets there. He's coming. Look at this terrain bug. Like, I can't spread him out here. They get like fucked up by that one like terrain feature. Yeah. I gotta try to find a spot. There we go. Alright, Gambate. Rally. Inspire. See, this army's primarily levy too. Which means that I don't have rifles, I primarily have muskets. Yeah, these guys are all levies. Which is a little bit more equivalent to what the samurai have and the bows. How about these guys? They're levy as well. Oh, this guy has rifles. He's got line. Levy, levy.
Your general is under attack.
Right, we broke him there. Now we got to bring the general back over here. Because he's flashing, so he might run. Neil fire. Actually, Neil fire is worthless when there's only this many.
Ready yourself. Await my command. Pick your targets.
Let me reset their targets.
Await my command.
Oh, they try to do that. In fact, they used to do that too much in Rome Total, and not Rome, but Empire Total War. That you could just, you could basically get the AI to attack wherever you want it to attack because you just put your artillery where you wanted it to go, like where you want them to hit you, and you could set up these traps. So it got like too focused on that. There you go, Neil fire, guys, Neil fire. Yeah, that fucked them up. They were like, what? What was that? That's a lot of firepower. Oh, these guys have rifles. Look at that artillery. And these samurai, they're outnumbered too. If they get close, their melee will be like vicious. There's like a little hill here, so they're not even getting shot by these guys. And it looks like these guys, it looks like they really want to get in close and have melee combat with me. I gotta get the general to use his revolvers here.
Victory is assured, sir.
There we go. That was kind of close. Yeah, it does because of the fantasy setting. It has flying units and stuff. It also doesn't have to worry about like line of fire as much. Like with the guns, you really have to worry about like setting up firing lines. I lost a lot more than I thought I was going to lose, to be honest. That's because my cannons are kind of in a terrible spot. They couldn't really get the shots off they needed to get.
Ready for orders.
Oh yeah, like big giant like units or dragons that can just like tank so much damage.
Gathering supplies.
Get some sharpshooters. Where are the sharpshooters? I had sharpshooters, right? Where the fuck they go? No, not those assholes. Oh, these guys. Here we go. Let's build a couple of them. They'll move out next turn. The guy survived. Him and 25 men.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh, the goblin spider. You know what I like about the Total Warhammer games, even though I haven't played them, is that if you own Warhammer 1 and you buy Warhammer 2, you can play the Warhammer 1 campaign in the Warhammer 2, like with all the Warhammer 2 features. And it's like, you know what? They finally got it right, because that's what should be going on with Total War games. Like Attila should have been an expansion, or should have been a standalone. Like you could play it by itself, or you could play it with like, you know, Rome. And that should have happened with Empire and Napoleon. Napoleon should have been a separate game, but you could also play Empire in the Napoleon engine. So it's like, I'm glad they actually did that. Though, I wonder if it was their decision or if it was Games Workshop, like, hey, you got to do that. I mean, because it's like, you would split the player base if you didn't do that. You know what I mean? Because then you'd have some people that's like, nah, I'm not going to buy the sequel, and then some people stay with the original. But that's definitely something that, like, you know, they should really start doing, especially when the campaigns are kind of close enough. You know, like Napoleon is very close to Empire. And Attila is very close to Rome.
Yes, my lord.
And the reason being, like, for those wondering, like, why would you want to do that? It's usually because the new game adds a bunch of features and shit. Big Warhammer nerds, and they wanted it, fair enough. Because, you know, usually the new game adds a bunch of features and shit that you want in the next game, but, like, or that would have been nice in the first game, but, you know, we don't get it.
Your orders, my lord.
You know, because Attila changed the way combat was done in Rome because it has a different type of morale system and fatigue system. In other words, in Attila, the fatigue goes down a lot faster, but then it like recovers faster, and it also affects the morale more. I put that in Shogun, the exact same values that are in Attila. And someone's already done that, took the values that were in Attila and put it in Rome, because it's just one fatigue file. Like, it's all you gotta do is edit that one file and give it the exact same values, and it'll function the same as it does in Attila. But the point is, why do I have to mod that into the previous game? Couldn't it just be like a thing? You know, I'm not saying they should have did that with Shogun, but definitely with Rome 2, they should have allowed you to play all the Rome 2 stuff with all the Attila fixes and features. But basically, if you look at the Steam Workshop, someone's already made like 4 mods that introduce Attila features into Rome to make it play more like Attila, which, you know, is a step up, at least in the combat sense, because Rome 2 vanilla, the original combat, it was like, oh fuck, they would just fight forever. And it would just be like, they would just be hitting each other constantly, and like nobody would die, and I would just be like, what the hell's going on? Do I have to be here for like 40 minutes? Whereas Attila sped up the combat, made the melee combat like way quicker. Which I think is actually more realistic, to be honest. I don't think like the melee bashes last as long as like they lasted in vanilla Rome.
At your command.
Alright, I still gotta get a garrison there.
Making my way.
Whoa, some stuff going on here. He landed a spy? I might have to go to, you know what? So either A, I go to Goto Island, or there when I'm done beating the crap out of Hito. Because they're gone, like, I mean, they might be able to build some armies, but just 2 towns, I don't think they could do anything now. Like, I got 4 veteran armies ready to go. Never appealed to you? But those human societies and cultures are so different. Like Egyptians, for instance, like their terrain is so different, the units they get, because they get like, they're primarily spear-centric and chariot-centric. You know, you compare them to like Roman, which are very foot-centric, or then you go into like all those Eastern, like European countries that are very horse-specific. Or like Carthage with the elephants, like there's so much diversity in just their units. All around, like you got the Spanish, which are kind of like the Romans, like they have sort of the same thing. They basically, I think the Romans copied them. Like the Roman sword is a copy of the Spanish, the Iberian Peninsula campaign sword. Yeah, and you got the hoplites, you got the Greek cultures that are still like, they aren't what they once were. You have this whole power gap because Alexander the Great died and he had no heir. So all the countries that Alexander, all the land he took is now divided into 4 factions: Macedonia, Egypt, and the Seleucids. Is the fleet battles fair enough? Right, how do... the dojo. The dojo gives me shinobis. And whatchamacallit, samurai. I might have to go there. I don't really want the samurai, but I definitely want shinobis. Like unit diversity, like you look at the Gaul, and then you look at like the Vikings and stuff. Like the Gaul have like some pretty good fanatical warriors, like the naked guys.
That, my lord.
They have really high morale.
Even me.
You got the Germans with their fucking big ass swords, and they're all Conan the Barbarian like. You know, that's the complaint a lot of people have with Empire, Napoleon, and Shogun, is that the unit diversity is not very high. But to be fair, realistically, it wasn't. This was times when, like, people were becoming more modernized, and, you know, infantry was becoming more standard. Though there are definitely unique units that each faction gets. I haven't gotten them yet. You can notice them because of their headgear. They'll have the kind of, like, kabuki-style head dressing, and they'll be, like, the elite units. And like what's going on in this game in this time period is you're either going to be a traditionalist, in other words, honor the tradition of the samurai, which could upset the local populace, or you can modernize. I'm going with more modernization. I'm not really into keeping the samurai code. And to be fair, that's a lot harder to do. The samurai units are not as good in terms of gunplay. They're really good melee units.
Yes,
Originally, I didn't have guns, but I modded it to give them guns. But the guns I gave them they're not as... They're still primarily melee-centric. Wait, there's no naval combat in Warhammer and Three Kingdoms? They took that out? Yeah, I mean, that's basically what being a traditionalist is. It's like... You know, you gotta adapt the gun, which is also kind of silly too, because they had guns, you know, like they had guns like 200 years ago when the Portuguese showed up. The samurai adapted that. It's just that they didn't want to have more modern guns, you know, like I don't know how realistic the movie Last Samurai is. I don't think there were these big long charges where, you know, guys were just getting mowed down by Gatling guns. That might be the case. I don't know though. But I do know that, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of the Shogunite armies still had guns. They just didn't have rifled guns, you know. I feel like they would be more like the South in the American Civil War. It's like they have guns, but their guns are not the manufactured guns the North has, you know. Yeah, so I mean, and also, like, you know, I'm pretty sure the samurai culture adapted those guns. So we're long past the idea of like the samurai not using guns. That being said though, I'm 100% positive a lot of guys had swords. Like the professional military and the shogunite military all had katanas. Whether they had guns with the katanas, I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of think that, yeah, they kind of did. I don't think there was that many spear battles going on. Though I do know it did happen. I'm not saying it never happened, but I'm saying it probably happened once or twice and then that was it. After that, they were like, no, we're gonna fight like a modern army.
Ready for orders.
I can't even get over there, huh? There's like a river. I gotta declare war on these guys, right? Let's see. Yeah, there's no way I can even get over there. I need a boat.
Battle ready, sir. Moving out! All hands on deck!
Very well.
And even though, even if it is realistically like, you know, a lot of these samurai units and stuff were using spears and swords, gameplay balance wise, it sucks. Like, because it makes those units total trash, like complete trash. So from just a gameplay perspective, I felt I should just give them guns. They still have good melee. They're still powerful in melee, but you know, now they have guns. Not great guns, but at least something. So they're not fucking worthless. Alright, who controls this? Matsue. They're very friendly. They're also Imperials. Who's... What about these guys? They're hostile. The go-to island guys, they're Shogunite. So they might have to be my next target. So basically, all this red, they're like my allies. All this green are the Shogun. So all the red are Imperialists. Which I think the Imperialists are losing overall right now. Who's this guy? Tsushima? Click on him, come on. I have to right click? I can't just fucking... Oh my god, I gotta find him here. So inefficient, man. This guy? Shogunite. Alright. So once I take out this, I gotta take out these two islands, and then I gotta get a ship, and then go over here and start fighting there. Unless these guys declare a war on me. Because even though it's a civil war with two sides, that doesn't necessarily mean that all the Imperials and all the Shogunites get together. Some might take this as an advantage to, like, you know, get more territory for their clan or whatever. Polish cavalry did use swords in World War II, yes. The Polish cavalry was the only cavalry to ever charge on horseback in World War II. They did it once. And then they never did it again. For obvious reasons.
Your orders,
My sword for you, my lord. Up to your
I mean, like every other, like most people learned that lesson in World War I. Like most armies figured that out. Like, hey, you know what? We can't really charge with horsemen anymore. You could almost say that lesson was learned even back in the Crimean War. You know, the charge of light brigade. You don't charge with horses when there's a shitload of infantry like prepared with guns. You'll just get mowed down.
ready for battle. Make haste.
I'm gonna move this army out.
Yes, my lord.
Two more. Tanks are the new cavalry, indeed. So I got a boat there to help ferry them over.
Sir, steady as we go.
It's logistics, man. Alright, I guess we're done. All this stuff's happening. You know, should I get some trade going? Yeah, fuck it. Well, also, like, cavalry, even up to then, like, the idea of sword cav was made obsolete around the 1860s anyways. Cavalry after that was, like, a method of having troops be deployed. You know, like how the Germans have a bicycle brigade? That didn't mean that they rode into battle shooting their guns on bicycles. It meant that they used bicycles to get to where they were gonna fight. Get off the bicycles. You know, like, they don't fight on the bicycles. As funny as that would be. Or like ski troops, they don't like ski, they don't like have skis on skiing down a hill shooting a gun, you know, despite what some propaganda films showed at the time. They would just use that to get there. I like how this geisha really loves to distract this army that I never move, so that's fine.
It will be my pleasure.
Up to your command.
Right, we got a 5th army coming up. I wish I could like give them names, you know, like 5th army, 4th army, but I guess I can only really know them by their generals, and since they have Japanese names, it's hard to remember their names.
Your orders, sir.
At your command.
Okay, I can't send him. His stuff's too weak.
My sword for you, my lord.
His guys are just fine. Saigo Takamori. Takamori's army will board the ship.
As you wish.
I can't land on these cliffs. Well, actually, I don't know where I can land. Here, let's put this. Is this an enemy? No. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out next turn.
Your orders, my lord. You have further orders.
Your next command.
Ready for battle!
And then the units move out. They could do something like that, like how they do with Sins of a Solar Empire, you know, but then the campaign map would have to play slowly. How's things going on here? Alright, everything's looking fine. It's looking fine here. Looking fine here. Yeah, we're doing good.
Ready for orders. Forgive me, but I cannot.
That would be an interesting concept to do like a real-time, make it real-time in the campaign map.
At your service.
Or at the very least, real-time movement.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, I gotta wait for next turn. Then I'll see if I'm able to land them on that side. I'm gonna have to do a lot of naval invasions. Oh, I still gotta get that one samurai dude I have all the way in the right side of the country to come back. I keep forgetting about him. That retainer or whatever he does. Oh, what's this foreign agent gonna do? Oh, he's gonna duel? What? No fucking way. No fucking way did you kill my general in a duel. He better just be wounded. He better not be dead. Oh! Inconceivable! Inconceivable! You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Alright, let me go get this guy here. Bladed fan. Uh-huh. Oh, for more spine. Yeah, I like that. He gets a -2 happiness in every province he's in. How old is this guy? 27? Holy fuck. Another clan. Ozaka. Check these guys out. Oh. So we have no army. Oh, he was like my good army too. How the fuck did you here? Go kill him. Challenge to single combat. Yes.
Well, I will defend.
Fuck! Seth Patrick, no! At least he escaped with his life.
Ready for battle.
Who is this guy? Ashley Swift? Ash? Hey, look at a smug fuck on this guy. Oh, I'm Ashley Smith. I've defeated 2 men in personal combat.
At your command.
I have no one to lead this army, and I have no way of recruiting another general, so it's just kind of just here now. I guess I'll just keep it in this town. I mean, I guess I could send it out, but it's like, I don't know. One of my house rules is I don't send out things without an army or a general. Can't fucking land because this one asshole is there. Can't land there, can't. Nope. Too cliffy. I gotta go all the way fucking around, don't I? Yep, I gotta go all the way around.
It is an honor to serve you. Waiting for a new court.
Well, since I gotta do that much, let's get this ship in the harbor.
Steady as we go. still have a good wind.
He needs to heal. He's okay though. He can go on the ship.
Boarding. Your orders, my lord.
Other than that, yeah, we got cottage industry. I might as well upgrade that. What do we got? We got silk weaving. Go with silk weaving. That's kind of it. I moved him, right? Like that was like the first thing I did. Yeah.
For the Emperor.
Try to get him to come back here.
Time to rest, my lord.
So yeah, I think I'll mod Rome 2 and half the unit upkeep and the unit cost and mess with the AI. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll spend the rest of the day doing that, and hopefully it'll be ready tomorrow. Luckily though, I know how to do it. I know which files to go in to do it. I have the tools that can do it. Oh look, he's got an army coming. So it would only take me like 2 hours at most, really, to get it like working. And I don't have to mod everything. Like I said, someone already did a lot of the work for me. When it comes to porting over Attila shit to Rome 2. I made this game better. You should see what I did to Empire. Empire's like a good game now. Like, it plays like this game. Sabotage. Sabotage.
My sword for you, my lord.
To be fair, a lot of the changes I made to the game were changes that I wanted personally. So it is better for me. It might not be better for everyone. You know, maybe some people might not like the changes I've made.
Full speed ahead. Drop.
I can't land here either because there's fucking ships. Lots of ships. I'm gonna try to land over here. Looks like I can. Okay, so I can land there. It's where there's not like cliffs. That's when I can land. Or I could just go and invade these buttholes right now and just say fuck you. Part of me kind of wants to do.
Ready for orders. Very well.
Got no general guarding this, but I don't really need one. Oh, I got this guy coming up though. The only thing that sucks about these Total War games is there's no way to edit the map. Because if you look at like Medieval, the first one, Medieval 2, and or not the first, but I guess Medieval 2, and Rome, the first Rome, a lot of the mods there's a World War II mod for Rome Total War. It's kind of hilarious. Like the campaign map is the whole world, so because they can mod the campaign map. If we could mod the campaign maps for these games, oh man, I could fix Empire immediately. There's some like parts of the map that like need special attention. Specifically the Turks, in their spot there's like a land bridge, and like the problem is there's a town right on that land bridge. I think it's Constantinople. And because it's there, like it really screws with the pathfinding when the AI plays as them. So all you'd have to do is just move that town a little bit to the left or add more land bridges. And then that's fixed. They get plugged up there, and then like that's why when you play Empire Total War, sometimes like about 40 turns in, it seems like the Turks take forever to do their turn. That's why. It's because the AI is like, oh, I don't know, I can't. It tries to move between the two continents, and it can't. And it just like kind of gets confused. Oh wait, I can recruit Shinobi. I got Samurai now too. Samurai have really great morale. And great melee, but their guns not so good. They're also quite pricey in comparison. Like compared to like other units, it's like it's probably better to go the other unit route. Though I think their horsemen are pretty damn good. Better than the normal saber guys. But once you get guns with horses, then it's like, then the samurai are shit again. I remember when I used to play this game online, you know, and I'd put like, you know, you can make your own uniforms and shit like that for your guys. I would, every now and then I would fight a guy that went pure samurai, and I would just ask myself why. And they would lose, and they would not only, it wouldn't be like a close loss, it would be like dramatic. It would be like, you killed 50 of my guys, I killed 1,000 of your guys. Like, they're just not good units, like at all. You want to get guys with guns. There's a lot of shit going on up there, man. I want to join that party. The multiplayer in this game is actually really good. Alright, what do you got? You got some cannons. You got a lot of horses. A lot of horses. For some reason, the auto-resolve thinks that him having a lot of horses means that I'm screwed. Even though I look at my guys and I'm like, no, he's dead. He's dead. But we'll see. Maybe a lot of horses. Because the way the auto calculator thing works is it basically calculates how much damage units do. And I think this is true with every Total War game. It just basically calculates how much they do if they all just hit each other at once without using tactics or anything. So that's why that auto calculator is always kind of stupid. I tried to fix it a little bit, you know, because you can change the weight balances and stuff for it, but even then it's still like, Well, I hear in the original game you could also cheat it out just by building lots of bowmen, right? Because the AI just, like, the auto calculator gave him like a huge advantage or something, and then you could just auto resolve all your battles. But what's also kind of stupid too is the auto calculator in the normal game, when you play on higher difficulties, it affects the auto calculation. So in other words, it'll favor the AI more on higher difficulties and say that they'll win the fight. And that, to me, that's kind of stupid, because the whole point of the auto calculator is so that you don't have to fight pointless fights. You know, fights that are not worth fighting. Because they're a waste of time, because you're pretty much guaranteed to win. That's why you do the auto calculation. Yeah, you have to start having, yeah, basically, you have to just... And it's like, the point of it, to me at least, is just so that I don't have to fight tedious fights. I want to fight, like, important fights or epic fights. You know, I don't want to fight 3 regiments against 3 regiments. You know, like, I'm like, nah, can we not fight this fight? It's not even worth it. It's not even worth loading the map to fight it. It's just, who cares? Alright, so I'm on the... I forgot, am I attacking or defending? I guess I'll find out. I think I'm attacking?
On the line, sir. Maybe that's your plane awaiting orders.
Hours later, yeah. It's like, I don't wanna like fight that fight. I'm not afraid of it or anything, I just think it would just be really boring to fight it. Like, I'm like... I could go without it. Look, I can have these guys kneel fire. So we're gonna see now if this is like me defending or me attacking. So let's find out.
Prepare to defend, sir.
Oh shit, okay. Go over here. As long as they're not right in front of the cannon, they won't get shot by the cannon. So, here's how I handle horsemen. On my flanks, I just put guys on the side to the back. So if they attack my flank with the horsemen, they're gonna get shot at. They have to go further back, and if they do that, then I have the guys in the front turn around and shoot them. They have more artillery than me, but the artillery they have is those stupid-ass wooden cannons. That horde armies, maybe Attila does, because Attila introduced a lot of those like new mechanics that we see in Warhammer. Like, you know, you're able to like burn the campaign map, which is kind of weird. I don't know about Rome 2. I'm not experienced enough with Rome 2 to know its stuff. But there might be definitely like some civs that have really cheap units and they can build a lot of them. He has a lot of horsemen though. But I got a lot of cannon. All right, now the horsemen are moving out. His horsemen are better than mine too. Yeah, the old Roman one had like hordes, but they weren't like free of support. They just had really bad like unit grouping, like a circular unit grouping. Oh shit. Oh, they got bows. Alright, are these guys in position yet? They better hurry the fuck up. Alright, I gotta send them in. Might even have to get the general over there and he has to start shooting him. Yeah, that might be it. Okay, we repelled this. I gotta get my horsemen out of there. How to repel this? Yeah, see, they went right. Oh, but then these guys are gonna get hit.
General is under attack.
Neil fire, guys. So at least they're a smaller target. Oh shit, that might break. Right, they ran away. Shit, yeah, that's bad. Where's the other horseman? Just these horsemen? Looks like they're gonna charge. They have an advantage in hand-to-hand, so yeah, charging would be a good idea. What are you handling? Alright, these guys are just fine. Where's the general? Shit, he's in battle. He needs to not be in battle. Meanwhile, these guys need to reform their lines. Okay, they got one of my artillery.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
They successfully outflanked me on the right with the cavalry. But I still have plenty of guys on the left. Oh, you turn off the UI? General must get out of here.
Your men are routing, sir.
Jesus. We need to get a line formed here.
Rally around the flag! Battle rim ready!
Orders!
Gambate!
Levies are waiting orders! At the double! At the double!
On the line, sir! Ready for orders, sir! At the double!
Okay, I lost all my artillery.
My orders, Lord!
General is still alive.
At the double!
We still have this infantry taking on their horsemen.
Lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
And for whatever reason, he moved up his artillery instead of having it just pound the hell out of me.
At the double! Levies ready, sir! At the double!
Spread them out. Get every gun on the line. Because this is gonna collapse. I have nothing over there.
Is running from the battlefield, sir!
General has to like use his pistols to stop this horse charge. Inspire in 4 seconds.
Levies at your command!
Your men have killed their general, sir!
That'll make them break. They don't have have anything left. Like this is it.
At the double!
Meanwhile, charge this. Charge their artillery. Make them taste steel. Gambate. The general still lives. What's up, Leota? Yeah, it's a close one. It's very close. All right, they've retreated. Now to reform. Take out this last. What are these bows? Oh shit, they're bows.
Levies ready, sir!
We gotta get closer to those bows.
Levies at your command!
Levies at your command!
Can you believe my guys can't beat the fucking artillery?
At the double!
General!
All right, that's close. Now our guns can actually hit them.
Damn lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
We cannot stand against them!
Don't you run either. You all ran? They won! They won because for whatever reason my guys can't go in hand-to-hand combat with artillery. And that was the mistake. Alright. I'll take it. Well, they were able to like, they used a lot of cavalry, and that was my mistake, is I had no way of really countering his cavalry. He ended up killing more of my guys. My general survived though. I lost my artillery. He doesn't have much. I mean, I still have more guys remaining too.
Destination reached.
Oh, looks like the sequel has happened. It looks like he's got more guys, but when you look at the numbers, 17, 19, 42. He's got like some cav and stuff, but it's like number wise. Then again, my artillery is pretty worthless now. It's halved. I have no choice but to fight it. I can't run away, like, so. And if I auto resolve, I will definitely lose, so I have to fight this fight. And oh, well, the terrain's not really giving me anything. The one advantage I have is I'm on the defense, so maybe that'll be enough to hurt him. Also, he still has no riflemen. I think I still have some rifles. Like, his ground troops are not that great, though he does have those bow samurai. Alright. Okay, so here's this high ground here. Oh, I have no rifles, never mind. I have nothing but levies. I have 3 cannons. Oh no, wait, 4 cannons. Yeah, he has, and you know what though? Like, should I even keep him on horseback? Because he's vulnerable. Maybe I should put him on foot. And just put him right here, because he's not gonna move. I mean, where's he gonna go? You know, like, shit. This is his last stand. Okay, how's this? Okay, there's like, oh no, I didn't mean to fuck.
Sir.
Oh, hopefully we can hurt them. So what do they got? They don't have much. But they have a lot of oh, wow. Okay, this will be a problem here. This Bokachi. Normally I don't do this, but like, you know, kill the shit out of this, please. I now have to take control of my artillery and tell them what to shoot at, because I got
Your
it.
general is under attack.
I might have to make a square, yeah. We gotta kill as many of this Bokachi as we can. At least the terrain, like, see, they can't really hit. Well, they did actually. Never mind. Oh no, wait, no, they didn't. That's 2 there, and there's 2 here. Yeah, so this one little angle here makes it nearly impossible to hit my artillery. But he also can't seem to hit anything, so I gotta unlimber him. And how much of these horsemen have we killed? We also gotta kill that bow shit. Oh fuck. They're over there now? Okay. We take out the bows.
Artillery. General's bodyguard.
So they're gonna come from that hill. Bows outrange these guns, by the way.
Artillery awaiting orders.
The mountains tremble in fear, awaiting orders.
At the double. Moving to the left, my lord. Parrot gun.
Shit. Where's the general? Have him turn around.
The levy is ready, sir.
General's bodyguard.
that's not enough guns to really handle this. I gotta turn one of these guys around. I like the general and his guys are just like, we're gonna keep shooting.
A unit is running from the battlefield.
Okay, my artillery's gone. Look how fast they shoot, though, at least. At least they got the rate of fire on their side. Alright, now these guys, that'll help. The cannons are still alive. I don't know why they're going over there, though.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
Have the general fall back to these men here. Oh no, the general's getting charged. How come my artillery aren't full of berserker swordsmen that can handle double the amount of men attacking them? The fuck? Oh, this is his last stand. He's down. It's over. Okay, well, my cannon is still somehow, like, around.
We need cover from arrows.
Here, just point it at him and deploy it then. Oh, here we go. They're charging again. How come the fucking artillery guys are so sturdy? I don't understand that. Alright, now they're dead. Okay, it's over. They're suffering more friendly fire than... They're killing their own guys more than I'm killing them at this point. Well, I still have an army nearby. He's still alive? No way. Yeah, the whole army's dead, so that means he's dead. He's gonna attack my harbor. So what I could do is try to attack him with that one army that has no general, and it might create a general. You know, like in other words, one of the captains will get promoted to a general. That's something I could try to do. Oh, thank God we executed one. What? Oh, our one shinobi? Okay, enemy raid. Where is our shinobi? There he is. Bring him up. An honorable death. It was quite the death. Son and heir. Oh, he was the heir? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh shit, it was his son. How old is he? 49? How old is his wife? It doesn't tell me. 40, okay, there are no more sons. He'll have to adopt somebody. He has no brothers. He was on a fucking ship when this happened.
My sword for you, my lord.
Alright, since I can't reach him with that, we gotta finish this army off.
Steady as we go.
The fuck? No, why do you go all the way back there, you dumb fuck? What the? Oh my God. Look, it says you can land troops there, and instead he goes back to the harbor. And I can't stop him from doing that. No. Don't go all the way around. I can't even attack. I have to declare war on these guys just to attack this one place, because apparently my civilization is too stupid to cross a river. Like, they can't make a pontoon bridge or something, you know, like... Can they land here? No, I still have to land in enemy territory just to land there. So why even show that I can land there then if I have to, like, get to a port? So they're completely invincible because they're being attacked by other countries that won't let me use the port. Amazing.
Steady as we go.
Yeah, I can't do anything. All right, I'm bringing him back.
That is impossible, my lord.
It is an honor to serve.
It's crazy. And then, of course, when I told him to unload here, what happens? My geisha unloads.
Disembarking.
Oh, wait, no, this guy? Okay, he's come to avenge the death of his son.
Write them down.
Here we go. So at least he got vengeance.
As you wish, my lord.
Auto-resolved vengeance. Okay, for a second there, I thought I accidentally killed the whole army, but no, it was what I wanted to get, so...
At your command.
All right, maybe if I talk to who are these guys? The Matsui. Like maybe if I talk to them, I can convince them to like give me passage.
Welcome indeed, my honorable friend. What shall we discuss in the hope of mutual profit?
Oh!
Our
Oh!
rivals will tremble when they hear.
I should have just fucking did that to begin with. Oh wait, you know what? We could also trade. Let's trade. Forgot about that.
I'm honored.
Oh, you don't want to trade? Okay, well, that's fine. At least I can like walk through your lands, so I can go and attack these sun-killing motherfuckers.
At your command.
At your command.
All right, so then these guys. Actually, no, I can land them here.
Leaving the ship.
All right, so that's what's going on there. Construction. Everything's pretty much like can't really build anything. Well, I can upgrade this to a better town, but really what I should do is repair this stuff. Or upgrade this. What is this? Tenant Fields. That one's expensive, so let's get that. That'll give me some money.
Ready for orders. If only I could, my lord.
Can't believe I lost the son of the fucking... Oh, well, that's life, right? You'll have no heirs. You'll have no future. He went into a great... No!
An honorable
Get out of here, you pointy hat wizard bastard. I don't care. You fucking murdered my son. Game's called Total War, not Total Peace. Alright, where's this enemy shinobi? Development level increase. Okay. Oh, we're now at level 4 modernization. 50% research rate. Okay, all generals, bodyguards. Oh, good, we got revolvers. That's nice. Okay, we got the copper plating. Wait, I didn't want copper plating. I wanted this. Well, I got that anyways, so alright, so I can get steel. I don't need that, though. This would be good, though. I'm at level 4. That means, like, suppression fire. That one's okay. What is this? Modern army. Gatling guns. What do I need to get that? I need to go for this, and then that? Okay. So I need to start upgrading the horsemen. I've completely ignored this crap. Censorship. I can censor all the naughty stuff. Let's go with modern rifles.
Your orders.
That increases the accuracy of everything.
Marching now.
March! Gathering supplies!
Returning to shore. That is impossible, my lord.
Okay. Alright, so everything's moving where it needs to move. Got all that going. Let's upgrade this mine here. That's it, right? I don't have enough to really do anything else. I wish I could recruit generals. What is this? Revolver cap, okay. I need revolver. Okay, I got the building that can build it, but I don't have the tech required to build it. Modern rifles, okay. And will I be able to build a general with this? Imperial infantry. Black Bear infantry. Alright, so I can upgrade my basic infantry with that. Get the Blackberry infantry, you know.
I must rest.
Awaiting your next command.
It doesn't look like they have that much. I forgot to move that guy. I always forget to move that guy. Martial art. Yeah, you think? I mean, you'd think I could just have like a cadet school or something, or just promote one of my captains. Like, you know, when the need arises, you should just be able to promote within your army. Heck, that's why I got that one army that has no general. Oh, hey, the first railway has been built. Guys just wandering around like, oh. Okay, now this is kind of silly. First off, I don't think, number one, a railroad doesn't just appear overnight. People have to work on it. These guys would know what it is. It wouldn't be that stupid. You know, like, it's, there would have been people working on it. Who got assassinated? The first railway. Well, that's great. There's no railway on my island. I mean, he would. Oh, God, all this crap. Another general?
Ready for orders.
God damn. Now we only have 2 generals. He fucking killed him.
Yes.
Alright, well, we gotta kill him.
Hi.
Well, I wounded him at least. At least he's out of here. And we gotta kill this guy? It's crazy.
At once.
Technically, the geisha is now the general of this army.
Yes, my lord.
Since she's the only character that levels up.
Marching now. Journey completed.
Though at least I like how I'm able to, like, make armies without a general. I don't think you can do that in Rome, right? You have to make a general, which is kind of silly, too. And then they're from, like, a pool of guys, like the Senate and whatnot.
Orders received.
Oh, some of the agents also act as... Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense in Warhammer. Castle, don't need to build... Oh, wait, we can upgrade the ports. What is this? Trading port or military port? Well, that's the case, then I'll make this one the military port. I keep ignoring this place. You know, there's not much I can build over there, so it's
How may I serve?
sort of why it gets ignored. I can upgrade that place. I can upgrade this. Let's do that. We're done. That's as much movement as I can get out of them. Look at all the, look, tons of geishas are just here. Just Matsue, Matsue. Okay, so all this is Matsue. Is this also Matsue now? No, it's still Fukyu, and that's the other Fuku. That'll be my next targets. And then I guess as long as this alliance still works out, maybe I can use the railroad to like travel all the way over here and get to the front line to fight the Shogunite. Or I could just go nuts and crown myself emperor, and then like everyone will be at war with me. I forgot to move that. Yeah, I forgot to move him again. Lots of power blocks over there on the map. Oh, he's back.
At your service.
Let's kill this agent.
Impossible.
What do you mean impossible?
No, my lord.
Well, you don't like killing foreigners? What the hell's wrong with you? Or did you get wounded? What the shit? Here.
Death will take them.
Yeah, the Rome music's not bad too, but I think the music in the original Rome was better.
Sir. Orders received.
Up to your command. Without delay.
Death and order. My spirit.
Oh, there's a mod to get the old music in? Yeah, I'm gonna get logistics. And then we'll get that too, okay. Alright, well we don't need an artillery field. And we don't need the barracks. Prepare the castle.
Ready for battle!
Your orders, my lord.
Oh, it doesn't do the music switching? Okay. Yeah, I could see that because that was very dependent on the battles and like the factions you were playing as. Oh, that's right. That's military port. What can I do here? Oh, I gotta get cordial relations with the West to get the better port. Okay. That's happening over there. What's this guy's stuff? My guy's coming in. Oh yeah, the pre-battle, and then it would turn into that do the big drum battle music. Did he just disappear? I guess, oh, he's in the forest. Alright, so he got some more army. Oh, then it would switch in mid-battle, depending on how the battle is going, then switch again? Okay. The funny thing is, in the original Rome, I primarily always played as Rome. There was a couple of times where I would play as, like, Carthage or the Greeks. That's the thing about these, like, Total War games, especially, like, Rome. Like, the factions were so different that I never really played all the factions. Not so much in Empire and Napoleon or here as much, because, you know, it's like you get a couple extra units, but in Rome, like every faction, every culture was like totally different. Oh, I better move this guy now because I'll forget about him.
Making my way.
Yeah, Carthage is a bunch of mercenary units.
My
That was the other thing the first game had was mercenaries. You remember you could recruit those?
my lord.
It costs like way more upkeep, so you'd only use them temporarily. You wouldn't use them like permanently.
Ready for order. Make haste, ma'am.
Ready for orders.
We can't go there.
Daily news. See, that one's pretty expensive to build. What can I build here? Yeah, you know, let's upgrade that so I can get more shinobis. That's that. Oh, they have like a lot of nice. Yeah, they got like, and they also have elephants too. That's the other thing they get. But the thing about the first Rome game is that like Rome was the most fun because they went through reforms. So there was like late game Rome, and then there was like early game Rome. So they would just get a complete like different units halfway through the game. And no other faction really got reformed, so that kind of, and it was very clear that all the other factions were just there to be played. You know, Rome had the most attention put into them. Medieval 2 was better in like having each faction like have, you know, like be kind of equal in development. Except the Middle East factions, they were kind of second tier to the European factions and what they could do and stuff. The new Rome, they did a lot better in doing the governments and cultures of all the other factions. So it wasn't just all Rome, even though it's called Rome. But, I mean, some people just want to play as, like, say, like the Greeks or the Egyptians. Or the Gaul or something like that. Like, some like to play as the barbarian races. How is our trade disrupted like that? Hold on. Trade disrupted. So, did someone blockade one of those places? Shogatai. He's a very... Oh, he's got ninjas. Weird traditional army set along with a modern army. He tried to go both ways. Or the Germanic tribes. They're all different too in terms of like geography as well. Which was another thing that was cool about Rome was you could see a lot of different sites because there was like heavy forest, there was like not tropical, but more like Mediterranean. And then there was desert. And like Alps, you know, like snow kind of mountains and stuff, especially like up there in Sweden. And like map-wise, they were very different. Like, you know, the steppes was very flat, very open. And then like in Italy, it was very hilly. And this is a pretty standard map here. There's not much. All right. That's deployed. I have no cav. I'm gonna have the levies stay back and protect the artillery. And we're just gonna attack with the line infantry.
For the general. 9 infantry.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
We can spread them out. And the general will be like right here. So I don't think he's got any legit artillery, does he? No, I don't see any artillery. So even though I'm attacking, technically he has to attack, and the AI knows this. Like, he has to attack or else nothing's gonna happen.
Ready for orders, sir. Ready for orders, sir.
At the double! On the line, sir!
On the line, sir.
Levies ready, sir!
Let them taste steel.
My orders, lord! At the double!
Alright, Neil fire.
Ready for orders.
Line infantry! Here, fire, sir!
Actually, maybe not these guys.
9 infantry.
Levies under your command!
Push them forward.
Levies awaiting orders. Levies ready, sir. At the double.
Look at this firepower.
Cross near!
Okay, well that was my own artillery.
Ready for orders, sir. Front front. Healing.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
Are those bows? Oh, they are. Well, bows are no match for rifles.
Levies under your command! At the double!
On the line, sir.
Neil,
Fire,
give him
sir.
double the firepower. Where are these guys? Shogutai.
Your victory is close, sir.
Alright, I think we took out most of his cav.
Front row. Returning to formation.
At the double! Taking fire!
Bokachi. Bokachi. See, oddly enough, the bows are really useful against my gunpowder guys, because my gunpowder guys don't have armor. But the bows aren't as good against armored guys. But my gunpowder guys destroy armored guys, because, you know, armor doesn't really matter against guns. So in that sense, the bow is still a useful weapon. In fact, it's actually more dangerous now because, you know, no one wears armor. They just have helmets. Thing is, though, bow units cost a lot. They got to go up in the tech tree. So they're not really worth it compared to just having a bunch of guns.
As you wish, my lord.
At your service at once.
Ready for battle. March.
Things are working out there. Things look good there. Alright, I think I'll end the stream. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work tonight, so... I think what I'll do, though, is I'll stay up and try to mod Rome for a bit. For like an hour. Shouldn't be too hard. It probably has the exact same file structure as Shogun. And like I said, all I really gotta do is tweak AI and tweak the unit cost, because I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna half the unit cost so we have more armies, because I like this. I like having more units and like fighting actual stacks of units rather than just a couple. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks Ball Busting Babe. Thanks Nocturne. Anyone who's lurking, I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be playing Total War tomorrow, but you know, we'll see. And Lealty, thank you for hanging out. Alright guys, have a good one. I'm gonna exit to... Wait, let's save first. Ah, that was close. Close. Go. We gotta save. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna exit to Windows. Alright, catch you guys next time.